Alright, the chat is loading. Ooh. I'm gonna make a Facebook post. Facebook post.
Make sure to change the title as well.
I already did.
Nice.
I actually already pressed the go live button, but I'm making a Facebook post anyway while we wait for people to get here. So, anyway, we are excited because this is the final, this is the final one, the final stream of Illusion of Gaia.
Crazy.
So, we're excited. This has been really fun.
Yeah.
And it's fun to like finish something
it's
off.
Ending.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Complete it.
Complete it. Just kidding. Okay, copy that. And then we are live for the final Illusion of Gaia stream.
Yeah.
Check it out. I'll just and paste and go away notification thing so I can hit post. Perfect. Did it. Oh boy. Oh, I forgot to tag you. I don't know if that's important or not.
It's all good.
But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna edit and then I'm gonna tag you. Because we're still. Oh! Hey! Chung Fam! Hello! What is up?
What's up? Glad you could make it.
We are excited. Okay. Now, without further ado, now that we have somebody here. I don't know what you have and haven't caught in the stream, Chung Fam. Save. I think you've been here for like more the tail bits of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whoop. Oh, I have to go talk to Neil. That's what I gotta do.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're glad to be here too. It's really cool because it's the last one, and boy, have we struggled to try and get it running. Really sucked how my internet really screwed over the last two schedules we had for this.
Yeah.
Also, forgive my voice. You may notice it's like 3 octaves lower than normal.
Oh no!
Probably a little scratchy, and I'm not sick or anything. It's just that I just came back from my first convention, and it's a lot of talking and screaming, so my voice is just hashed, but I'm perfectly healthy. It's just like, so yeah. It sounds so weird.
Well, how was it?
Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah, no, it was great. It was really fun. We had this really bad hotel though, and the flight really sucked, but that's okay. The con itself is fantastic. So.
Why did the flight
What's cool
suck?
now is that the layovers were brutal. We left my house Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. only to arrive in Indianapolis like 1:40 p.m. the next day.
Oh, jeez.
Like Indiana time, which it was like 12 or something hours.
To interrupt really quickly, this piece of dialogue is
you're
sad.
Yeah.
Say hello to your father for me. We're gonna find out real quick here that he is passed away already, so that's fun. I
Yeah.
know.
That's for, a 30-year-old game.
I know. That's did you hear, Jarom? He said spoilers for a 30-year-old game. I am 27,
Yeah.
thank you.
7-year-old game.
That's basically 30, let's be honest. Oh man.
No, let us cherish these 3 years of 20s that we have left. I'm not 30 yet.
Me
I
neither.
am 27. Yeah,
Neither
no, I
is
know, we're the
Jarom.
same
He's
age, so
also
it's like-
cherishing. Cherish harder. Just kidding. Throw in some Undertale. You finished your business. Hurry back to South Cape. What a moment. What a moment.
Right.
Eric's here too. I forgot.
We all made it this trip together.
Everybody had character arcs, man.
Yeah, except, I mean, Eric kind of did, but like not really. He got slightly more mature. Slightly, but only
Very slightly.
That's it. Very slightly.
Hey, see? Character arc! He can finally go to the bathroom by himself at night.
Not even I can do that.
Oh, yes you can. Jarom, not even I can do that. Oh boy. Just like Eric. Kara hasn't said anything for a while.
No.
For a long time, I'll say goodbye to him. Right. Well, she's gonna join us. Plot twist. Yes! Let's go! Why aren't we landing? I guess maybe it's, too... I don't
Pretty
know.
far, I'm imagining.
And
This
maybe
is, like,
there's not
all
really a
the
good
way.
landing pad, because it's basically just a tower in the middle of an island.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely
Tiny
yeah, for
island.
sure.
The Tower of Babel was deathly quiet. Time stood still. Time is a big theme in the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, huge. Well, it's actually a big thing. How do I say this? It's a big theme in the game, actually. In fact, one of the names I think in Europe for Illusion of Gaia is actually Illusion of Time. So, fun fact.
That is true. That is true. Flute I discovered.
Because you have the time stuff with like your father, your dad, the Incan ruins, stuff like that. Even the pyramid.
Huh. The flute I had was discovered
I forgot
here.
that. I totally forgot about that.
Me
that's so
also.
cool. The flute was discovered.
I feel like that's new knowledge, but obviously it's not because we've played through this so many times.
Yeah, definitely not. No, I think we acknowledged that. We were planning to acknowledge that here, of course, in the comic that we never got to finish.
I can randomly slide
And also,
along.
well, and I think that was kind of the,
So
or
it's
that
not
is
me.
the explanation of like why the flute has not just magical powers and has a connection to Will's dad, but also the fact that there's one of the blue rings in Will's flute, which is from here. And I think your like big headcanon for the series regarding like the Dark and Light Knights with Frieden being involved and stuff is because there's statues of Frieden in here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Something seemed to fall from the flute. It's King Edward's crystal ring. The one that he was asking for at the way beginning of the game when we were summoned to Edward's castle, and then he was like, bring Ullman's ring. And then Will's like, what the heck? My father never even had a ring. Turns out it was attached to the flute the entire time. And only now did, I don't know, bumping into those lasers make it come off of the flute, even though we've been hitting stuff boop 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 with our flute the whole time, this whole game. It's a miracle it stayed in there.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the magic or something in Tower of Babel, the fact that it recognizes its ring and its flute. I don't know.
Probably. We'll play it off as that. It's magic.
Yeah, yeah.
Magical. Oh,
Ba ba
scooch.
ba ba ba
Ba,
ba
ba,
ba.
ba.
Ba ba ba.
Boom. Oh, do I have to, like, equip it? Yes, I do.
Yeah, you have to put it on.
This is the crystal ring that King Edward is looking for. Ba-bam! It gives me laser immunity. Wait.
Yeah, I can't remember if this is a dark ring or the light ring. I think it's the dark ring, right?
Yeah, it looks
From
dark.
the Dark Knights. Yeah, and the reason why we know that Light Knights exist is because Kara owns the light ring because she got it from the Incan statue Queen Lady. That kind of, remember? That called Riverson or whatever.
Good stuff. Good stuff. How did Kara get in here? Just jumping out, parachuting after. I'm sorry, I just feel that if
And
we
she could
part now, we'll never meet again.
Aw. She's like, no, I can't lose you. Also, it makes sense because she does have the light ring. So she can get through here, you know.
Yeah.
Because that ring is also part of the Tower of Babel. It's all in, like, subtext. I think they might slightly explain it a little bit, later, like, at the very end. But overall, it's, like, pretty much just, like, a lot of things in this game. It's very, like... Here's some little bits of information. It's more like show, don't tell, which is a little confusing for a video game because it's not exactly done super right, which is probably done because of like translation, but it's like, it's definitely connected. Yeah, so Will for some reason knew that.
This ring is dark blue. The ring you have is light blue. A light one and a dark
Will
one.
has the, sorry.
Will has the dark
Knight
one.
and then Kara has the light white.
I understand. No matter what happens, don't leave me. How romantic. And we are once again escorting Kara. And here's Friedan again, Statue of Friedan. Hello, random spirit. The light released from the comet has a profound effect on the growth of living things. When the star nears Earth's orbit, all living things experience a dramatic evolution. Which, as we have been learning throughout the game, all the monsters that we have been fighting are living things that have been affected by the comet.
Yeah, the comet's light evolves humans and beings and stuff like that so quickly into demons with its light.
From insects to fish, from reptiles to mammals, then humans were born, so human beings have evolved. From ancient times, comets have been called the spirits of stars, but also the demon of stars. The one now nearing the Earth is a demon of stars. The comet is the highest form of consciousness. And that's kind of alluding to Shadow, because he is, like, basically just consciousness. He doesn't have a form, a physical form. He's just consciousness.
Yeah.
The Earth will evolve beyond imagination if we let Dark Gaia get away with being so close to the Earth again. We gotta go beat her up so she decides to veer off course, I guess.
Yeah.
We are doing fantastic, Malcontent Melon, because this is the final one. It's real cool. This all comes to a head, and it all just dumps lore at you. It's great.
It's really cool, yeah, because you get little snippets of all this information throughout the game, but, like, this is where it all, like, links everything together for you.
The passage of time is different inside the Tower of Babel. Time races by. And we were actually, I don't know, just with this concept, we had a concept of like the further up you go in the Tower of Babel, like the more that time would seem to move faster. So you have to have these rings on so that it doesn't affect you. Otherwise, you'll just like age and age and age and age and like die like that because you'll die of old age. And that's presumably what happened to Will's father.
Yeah.
So. You're not.
Which is also.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's not to say they're. So they're like not affected, but like. But also, they're also now racing through time in the way the Tower of Babel is. So it's like when you enter one time, because when you leave, so much time has passed with you being in there that pretty much the whole world looks different, and everyone you know is like dead. It is like awful. It's really crazy.
It is indeed.
Mm-hmm.
In that room are demons evolved by the light. You must put them to sleep before you go up. Oh, there's Gaia. Thank you, Gaia. Record! Yes, please.
That other spirit was also saying they're not normal humans. They seem to be evolved beyond the other ones, because otherwise they couldn't live here too. So I don't think it's just because of the rings. I think it's because also, including Kara, not just Will, but it seems like they're evolved humans. Like, it's insane the time too.
All right, transforming into shadow. Oh, that's the wrong. Whoa, blue fire. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, hey, rude. I have to keep my health up too, huh? This is not starting great.
Yeah, I think it does affect you, yeah.
Yeah, I think these are like in a row type thing. So we'll just try to out damage him. I have 4 health left. It's okay. It's just a practice run. I wasn't like super trying. Wasn't on my game.
Well, you got him.
I did get him. Oh, can I save after? I guess so.
You can. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll probably have to like do stuff in a row, but I guess not yet. I know that you have to do some stuff in a row. But I guess that wasn't one of them.
Not the first
which
one.
is very nice.
Or we just remember wrong.
What do you have to say? Were you the one who said, okay, in that room are demons evolved by life. You must put them to sleep before you go up. That was already said. So, go here. And then we go here. Ah, yes. Viper! Prepare to meet your doom. Dead.
Shadow could reach so far. It's like honestly easier than the last fight just because he has such insane range. Yes, Gaia is she's the god of creation for the earth. So you're on her side. She's a good one. Yeah, that was really crazy easy.
Yep.
It's a cool ass elevator. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That probably locked us out of Gaia though.
It's so cool. Tower of Babel always has this like amazing atmosphere to it.
Alright. Gotta actually try.
Yeah, vampires. Yeah, this is
Just
the Tower of
damage.
Babel.
Just damage. Just damage her. Come back here. Damage. Just damage rush you. I'm gonna eat an herb now. Oh, okay. And now, items. Back, and then eat it.
Oof, man, you really bustled your way through that.
Oh, too much. Too much. Oh, hey. See, look.
Yeah?
The lives, they came in handy. Though I have to start over?
Yeah. Oh,
guess.
snap.
So, I guess they're not, like, super handy.
Yeah, you still are down half health, too.
Yeah. That's interesting, though.
Yeah, I don't
I'll
think
probably
you're gonna be
just
able to
die
muscle
on
through this.
purpose, and then, like... Unless I manage to kill him. Yeah. Oh, well, no, she killed me.
Oh,
Ah, you can.
That's
you can
okay.
do it.
Because, like, I didn't enter this place at full health.
No, yeah.
So I'll just kind of, like, try. And then we'll push the reset button to get all my health back. Hey, Jarom!
Hey.
And I think I have another go at it. But you want to just press the reset button? I want full health.
Okay.
And all my lives.
Reset too.
Yay! Thank you. Alright. Let's try again. So this time, we'll beat Viper, and then no matter how much damage we take, even if we take only like 2 damage, we're gonna go back and we're gonna heal, because then I will, if I don't do that, I get locked out of Gaia, so. Boop. Reset. Speedrun strats.
Woo!
Speaking of, any AGDQ lovers, SGDQ lovers here? It was great. It was awesome. Because it was this
Brandon's
past
been
weekend.
Speedrunning, oh, was it? That's cool. But yeah, Brandon's been speedrunning Mario Odyssey.
It is $2.8 million.
Yeah. Am I going backwards? I might be going backwards. It's a little hard to tell. Yes, that's definitely backwards. It's okay. SGDQ stands for Summer Games Done Quick. And it is an event that they put on twice a year, actually. So one of them is Summer Games Done Quick, and one of them is Awesome Games Done Quick, which is done in like January. And the speedrunning community for an entire week does a live stream that literally lasts for a whole week. And they just speedrun a bunch of games, and while they are doing that, they raise money, they accept donations for a specific charity. This year it was MSF. I don't remember the
Doctors Without Borders.
Doctors Without Borders.
Medicine
Yeah.
Sans Frontiers.
Yeah. Don't get owned. Yeah, so that is what it is, and it's really fun and awesome, and you should totally check out some of the runs that they did, because now they're all on YouTube. So if you just type in GDQ in YouTube, then it will totally pop up with their most recent stuff. So, yeah, do it. But after you watch us.
Yeah, watch us. We're more important. Screw those guys.
Those guys you can watch anytime because it's on YouTube now. We're live. We're right here, right now. Though if they were live and doing like a Breath of the Wild one run, for example, then I would not blame you for choosing them over us, because that is amazing stuff.
Yeah, it is.
We just watched the Breath of the Wild run. They didn't even fight Calamity Ganon. They beat him, but they didn't fight him. They used a glitch where they shot a bomb arrow, and while the cutscene was playing, they shot the bomb arrow right before the cutscene was playing. And during the entire cutscene of like Ganon coming into the room, Calamity Ganon, it was damaging him through that cutscene.
Like off screen.
Yeah, like you couldn't see it, but it was happening.
Yeah.
And so by the time that the cutscene was like almost over,
Done.
then all of his health was gone. And then it just
That's
initiated
wild.
into the final, you know, the glorified
like
mini
him
game.
dying.
The glorified mini game where you shoot the Calamity Ganon beast incarnate, whatever.
He gets all the divine beasts and beats the game in less than 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard what Jarom said.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I believe it.
It's super cool.
Yeah, there's all sorts of like really cool tricks.
Also in the Halo 2 run,
that
one guy gets to
you'll find.
play as a Phantom.
Yeah, in the Halo 2. So we are actually going to be playing Halo 2 next, and on stream, Jarom and I. And then we're going to definitely... Oh, geez, I don't like... Oh, no, I really don't like... Oh, geez. Okay. We're totally going to be doing commentary of, like, what... because we watched the Halo 2 run. That was run at GDQ. And so we're totally going to be doing commentary on what he did in his run while we're playing the game. Because it was nuts. It was nuts. I actually didn't even watch the whole thing because I was like working or whatever. But, oh, we're going to take an herb. But it was crazy. It was crazy. You just gotta believe me. Die. Die, lady. Oh. Die, lady. Die, lady. Yay! Got him. Hee.
Woo!
Did it. Just gonna take my other herb right now. Actually, no, I'm not. Because if I die, then I'll come back with like more health than even this, and then I can take my herb.
Yeah.
And then it'll be better.
Yeah. Yeah, don't waste it.
Strategies.
You have 4 live things, so
I do.
Use those instead.
We do. Okay, that's dead end. And we gotta go in here. I'm just making sure that this is... Now this laser we can't go through. What a shame.
It's like, the tower's like, no, you gotta...
You gotta fight all your...
the other evolved demons.
You gotta fight them all. Oh yeah, this is the sand finger. Oh, what? Okay. Oops, I think I got a hit on me. Dope. Dope. Do your thing where you spit out your babies. Because then you have your head exposed. Oh well, I still got a hit.
Yeah.
Do it. Yes. You're so close to death. Just die. Oh.
Yeah. Woo!
Alright. Alright. Where's it gonna come? Oh, well.
I like the colors for the ascended.
It is. It's very,
evolved demons.
very
rather,
nice. It's like
Cool.
blues and purples.
Yeah.
They're neat. Did it! Kara's not here! Where did she go? She got kidnapped.
Da-da.
Again, I leave you alone for 2 seconds. And you're already gone. Dang it, Kara. Hello, Viper! You were brought back to save Earth. I'll take you to the top floor. Thanks, Viper, my man!
It's so cool.
Yeah, we decided when we were writing the Gaia comic, like, because of this moment, we decided that Viper, because of course you fight him as a boss, and so it's like, why is he here helping you at the Tower of Babel? Like, he was a boss. So we decided that he was protecting the mystic statue, and basically he was, you know, to just protect it with all his might, and regardless of whatever, and I mean, if somebody was worthy to get the mystic statue, I mean, he would be defeated, you know, like, prove your strength type thing. But he's really a benevolent guy, you know, he's not out to kill Will or anything, but to test his resolve and strength if he is worthy. So, good stuff.
Yeah, really cool.
Alrighty. Oh, no, I don't want to take it yet. He stopped eating it. Oh. Let's go. Again, this is Cleopatra? I don't even remember.
I think it is, yeah. It would be Cleopatra. I think. Unless I'm forgetting.
Aha! Yep, it's Cleopatra.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like the next dungeon after the Wall of China is
don't do it. Don't do it, guy. Don't do it, guys. I might have to have Jarom beat this again.
Nah, you could do it.
Remember, well, you have so much faith in me.
Don't hug the wall. And then go down. Yeah, don't hug the wall.
Uh-oh.
You run to the wall as she bursts out to give you enough space. Yeah, and then you go inside. Your safe place is inside. And then when they close in, you fall.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
You don't want to rush it. Yeah.
Come on, do the thing.
It's essentially a boss rush. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We don't like. Oh, well. It's okay. We'll start with more health. We'll try again just with this amount of health. And we'll see. Where are you? Guess you're up. Oh, I can't go down. I can't. Oh, it didn't hit me for a second, but then it did. Alright, lady. Oh, come on down. Ah, I can't go down. No, that was lame. Ah. It's, I don't know. It was unclear to me if I could, you know, do the jump thing or not.
Yeah.
I don't like this boss. I don't like it.
Yeah, you got this.
Oof. Uh-oh. That was not very smart. Okay, we... Oh! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Down. Oh, no, it hit me! Ah. I am sad. I am sad, I'm sad. Oh, no, 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 I can't. Ah! Okay. Oh, no, 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 I don't like... Oh. Hey, Jarom.
Well, you got farther that time.
Do
No,
you
you
wanna...
should do it. You got this.
No, I don't want to do it all again. I don't want to do it again. Okay, so you got 2 lives left.
Yeah.
But that means you have 3 tries left. And we got 1 herb. And you always start with this amount of health.
Okay.
So if you're really close...
Thanks so much for coming by, Chung Fan. It's great to have you.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Bye, Chung Fam. Okay, we're gonna switchy switch. Well, no, I mean, okay.
I was gonna scoot over.
Okay. Oh,
That's
okay.
easy for me.
Alright. We'll do this, and then do that, and then... Whoop! Hold on. Don't move that, because...
Yeah. Okay, not moving it.
I'm not moving it.
Hello, everybody.
Alright, and then we got this, and then you should be good.
How's everybody doing?
You should scoot.
Hello, Jarom.
Hello. What are the buttons? Is it Y to attack?
So it's,
and then double dash?
it's this to attack.
That to attack.
I mean, it's probably Y also.
That almost got me. Ow, I got hit again.
Yeah.
Bad at this game.
I don't like this one.
It's weird how it teleports you to the right.
Teleport you to the right?
Yeah, left. The opposite, like, I'll go in and then whoop.
Oh.
Darn.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. It teleports you inward. Oh, that hit me.
Oh.
Oh, that was scary. See? It's weird.
Oh.
Oh, I was trying to avoid that.
Ooh.
Down.
Oh.
Ow. I'm gonna take an herb, yeah?
Don't take it yet because
Ow.
I
didn't
would
take it.
I would say if you're like if you have her like at 5 more or something like that, then take an herb. Or if you're on your last try, like if you're at 0 lives, then you have nothing to lose. But
Okay. That's fair.
Also, Jarom,
Yo.
you can double tap left, right, up, and down to run.
Yes, I was
So
trying
you're
to
not
do
just,
that and I
like,
missed.
Slowly walking away.
Yeah, I tried that and then it
the
didn't work.
jukes, you got them. You got the jukes.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Oh no!
I'm going over here.
Oh no!
Like that.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
Oh no!
What's that?
Oh no!
I went from like half health to like 0. What am I? Is my? I want.
Yeah, this is your last try. So do the herb if you get really no. Oh yeah.
I mean, why not
Yeah.
now?
Why not now? Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And then it's B to use it.
So yeah.
B to use.
B
Yeah.
to use.
Take the medicine.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a bad one. She didn't get me.
Uh,
Oh, dang it.
yeah, you can't jump down from the corners, only from the very center. It's hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Did I get hit there? I think I did.
No, no, you did not.
Nice. Get the up here, so I can hit you. Thank you.
Oh jeez.
Oh, what? Oh, that was one down there. I didn't realize.
Teleported. It blended into the teleporty.
Yeah, it did.
Ah!
No, I already took my medicine too. This is not going well.
No, you got
This
this.
is just as
Okay.
hard.
Alright. See, this is the easy phase. Kind of.
None of it is the easy phase.
Just die. There it is.
Do you want to be on top or bottom?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, you
Ow,
should probably
that was
be on-
mean.
It was very mean.
I hit it facing to the left because she went through me. Oh, I missed. No, I dashed!
No!
Why did I dash?
Dang it.
I didn't mean to dash there. If I hadn't dashed, I would have hit it. Reset. Right?
Reset.
Do you want me to try just beating all the bosses again? I can. I don't care.
I mean, you can, or I can.
Then we have to just keep switching places. I'd rather just beat all the bosses.
Just go for it.
Go for it.
Just go for it.
Quoting Diddy Kong Racing is what I'm doing. Start journey. That thing. Dark space. Do I automatically become Shadow?
Yes. When
Cool.
you when you enter into the room.
I didn't mean to dash there. I would have won.
Yeah, that was really sad.
That was. Am I going the right way?
Yes.
Cool. How many bosses do I need to fight?
You need to fight the vampires,
That's a tough one.
Sandfanger,
That's an easy one.
and then Cleopatra.
That's a hard one.
So 3.
3 bosses.
Oh, I guess that was the wrong way. I am so sorry. I led you astray.
Wah, wah.
It's hard to remember where it is. Because it's like 50-50.
Feel like
man.
I'm
Right?
out.
Yep. Alright, world, you're on your own. I'm taking my flute and my girlfriend and going home.
Bye.
See ya.
So we have a total of 3 lives, right?
You have
You
4
have 4.
lives.
4 lives,
And
okay.
so you have 5 tries.
Okay.
You can die.
Do I still have 2 herbs?
You do have 2 herbs.
Okay. I have to watch this cutscene every time I have to restart?
Yes.
Nice.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, yeah.
It's just you going up.
Yeah,
At least you don't have to do it manually.
that's fair.
But it is kind of a journey.
Alright, let's do this. Vampires.
I've learned that when they're charging their ball, like their dual move,
Ow,
then
ow, ow.
they
After they start.
actually have iframes. So, like right now, they are invulnerable, but now they're fine. Yeah, the vampires suck.
Yes.
I just damage rush them.
That's what I was trying to do, yeah.
Just don't even take care. Just damage
Okay,
rush.
I got one. I got one.
Yeah, and
The other one's right above me somewhere.
yeah, and honestly, the guy is a little bit more annoying. But yeah. Oh, well, you died.
Oh. Okay, so the damage rush did not work.
Well, because you weren't super damage rushing them at the very, very beginning.
Sad days. And I have to restart with just so much health.
Yep.
Yeah, the game punishes you if you lose.
Lame.
It is lame.
Wrong one. Ow.
I don't know, I'm so used to Dark Souls punishing you when you lose.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I just need to not get hit.
Actually, like mechanic.
I mean, you can take an herb.
I guess at this point. Well, no.
No?
I'd rather just not get hit.
Alright, alright.
Hey,
She
hey.
can shoot a fireball. So, okay.
Got
Yeah,
it.
you did it.
I did it.
Look at that. You are awesome. You are too awesome.
What do I think? I'm gonna die.
You're more
I
awesome than
don't
me.
heal, right? Or can I heal? Or no?
You cannot heal, but like honestly, if you die at like don't take an herb.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
if you die at Sandfager, who
I go down?
like yeah. Oh no, that was
No,
the wrong one. You
that's
came
the
in
wrong
from this way.
I came up that way. Okay, yeah, if I die, I go back to half health, which is better.
Right. Uh-huh.
Simple, I just don't get hit. Problem solved. I don't get hit against this boss. How hard is this boss? This boss doesn't seem
Oh,
that hard.
this is not a hard boss.
Yeah, so I'll probably die, and that's fine. And then I'll be at 2 herbs with Cleopatra, which is better.
Yeah,
Which is what I really want to aim for. And that's why I didn't take the herb before.
that's fair.
Yeah, because I want to have 2 herbs for Cleopatra. I can win with that. This guy, if I die, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a sitting duck when he like pokes his head out to create
Do the
his
babies. The babies.
But other than
Oh, well.
that, it's just
And I'll probably die in 1 hit. And then he's gonna go down.
oh.
That almost got me. He comes
Yeah,
back
he'll
around.
he'll never come down to the very bottom.
Yeah.
So if you stay at the more very bottom,
Yeah.
then you're not gonna get.
Yeah,
you won't
you're,
get down here?
You're pretty
You will
much
not get
safe.
down there.
Yeah.
He'll
Okay.
only stay at like
No,
the
yeah,
third,
he's
fourth
only
pile.
like mid strip.
The lag.
Alright.
Heck yeah, you didn't even take any damage.
See, like I
What's
said,
up?
you just have to not get hit. That's it. That's how you win the video game, is you don't get hit. Alright, now watch me do
Did
that.
good.
Watch me now do that against Cleopatra. No, it's not gonna happen. But if it
I
did,
still wish I could try. Like hurts me,
Viper!
pains me.
I guess
yeah,
I'm like a
What'd she
part of
say?
the playthrough and I can't do anything.
you're just kind of
I'm just
a vocal
here.
spectator. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Alyssa.
Oh,
She wishes she could play. She wishes she could
Yeah.
try.
I know.
Hannah can't
Yeah.
hear you, so it's weird. Oh, that was a room. Okay. All right. Time to die.
We'll see how far you can get with 2 health.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am gonna try because
Yeah,
why not?
Why not?
Well, she got 2
Yeah,
of
why
them.
not? Why?
How
What's the point
rude.
of giving up?
Exactly.
Oh.
The jukes.
Oh my! Wow. That was impressive.
All right. Now I'm going to use an herb.
Now.
Now is the time.
Oh yeah, that's good.
See,
that's
now I have-
fine. I mean, okay.
Why not? You know, this is my best chance.
You actually
Yeah,
got pretty
that's
far.
true.
Right?
Yeah.
I just, because
Yeah.
sometimes you can have a really
Yeah,
bad
Viper was a
time,
boss,
like
but
Brad.
That's
he got
fair,
far
that's
enough
fair.
By
I should-
resetting.
You're right. I shouldn't have done that.
But it's okay. You're gonna be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
You
I'm
hit the
not
thing.
awesome. Is she just gonna keep doing that until I hit her? Is that what's
Yeah,
going on?
just.
Oh my-
Oh,
I dodged
no,
that.
you dodged it. It didn't hit you.
That didn't hit me either.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm out.
I'm out. Oh my goodness. You're amazing.
I mean, I got hit for nothing, so
Hey, well, you also
Dodge,
didn't get hit
yeah.
for something, so
Yeah.
it evens out.
it evens out.
Oh, gee. Oh, no. Oh, sad. No. Oh.
I got hit like 3 times there.
Yeah. Shouldn't have taken that.
I shouldn't have taken the herb. Yeah, I was thinking about just taking them both at the same time. Go to the opposite edge. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to dodge. Ow,
Dang it.
stop it.
No.
I shouldn't have taken the herb.
You shouldn't have taken it. Oh no!
I'm gonna die. Dang it. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken the herb. You're right. You're right.
Dang it.
Now I'm back to right where I started. But it's okay. She's doing that. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. You got this. You got this.
This boss is annoying. This boss is just really annoying.
After you. What
see?
the heck?
I don't even remember what I was saying.
After you do your
Nuggets
thing, I
and
can
lemon,
just,
melon,
try
melon.
myself.
Oh, okay, got it.
If you, for some reason.
What?
If you lose, then I'll just try, like, myself.
Yeah, it's fine. I believe you can.
It's just hard.
This way. Okay.
Oh,
No,
no.
I didn't mean to do that. Go away.
Oh no, what the heck?
I hate this boss. This boss is really annoying. It's really cheap how, like, all of her attacks can just hit you.
Yeah.
I need to go down. It was gonna hit me no matter what.
Guys
There
are
was
gonna
no
think I'm
avoiding that
crazy,
hit.
But this is actually what.
Is actually
You're
what?
gonna think I'm crazy, but you're gonna think I'm crazy, but she's actually one of my favorite bosses in the game.
She's a really cool boss,
Yeah.
but just it's cheap.
I
That's
don't
my
know.
opinion. Like that.
It's just a matter of like timing and stuff, and like spacing and.
Yes, I'm very good at that.
puzzle and-
I'm very good at that. But also, I can't dodge the immediate bullet. Well, I'm out. Have fun.
Okay.
I gave it my best shot. You're right. I should not have done
So-
the first herb that I did.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
hold
this is
on,
better.
hold on.
My advice is so you don't get shot by the immediate bullet is to hit her feet. Like go out of your way to go around. So you have a little bit of time to run out of the way.
Alright, I don't have my ears in yet, so hold on. Well, and I need to scooch the thing
okay.
closer, and I don't want your headphones to get run over. Okay. Okay. Headphones. Go in my ears. Did it. Gonna take a drink of water.
You know what? I think I'll do that with you.
I try to drink this in a day. Obviously, I
That's good.
fail. With how full it is.
Yeah, is that how much you're supposed to have, like your daily intake?
Yeah, this is 8 cups
Or is it
of
just a
water.
big jug of water?
Yeah, this is 8 cups of water. It's like a juice bottle. And I just use it. And I put like lines on it. You can't see it, but the lines are to try to, you know, by this time I should be at this line, and this time it should be.
Yeah.
It never works. I did drink it
I
one
see.
time, all in one day. One time I did do that. But I think it was
Oh,
like
nice.
only one time.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have, I think technically, 2, these a little less than 2 because my weight is so small, or in size. But like, yeah, so I guess that's a pretty easy way for me to pace myself is as long as I have 2 full things of that a day, then I'm pretty much good, except as you're experiencing, I pretty much never reach that ever.
Wait, which way was it, honey?
Right.
Right. I don't even remember. Let's go. Time to die. It's ambiguous as to who will die, but it is time to die. All right. Time to damage rush. I like killing the guy first. That's good. The girl isn't as threatening on her own, I feel. Where are you? Oh yes, come to me. Oh jeez. Oh, I don't like. Yes, yes, come to me. Yes.
For the girl, hit her
Perfect.
once, run away.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. You probably won't even damage.
Oh, no, because that.
Yeah, that's that.
Nice. Got him.
Oh, heck yeah. All the way over.
Woo!
Yeah, get her. Oh, man. Awesome. Did it. That's not too bad. All right.
First try. Woo!
It's nice because you can damage rush them. Like with Cleopatra, you cannot. You actually have to be good.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And it's sad.
Yeah, she doesn't let you. You actually have to be good.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
good.
not good. Not good. Though watching
So,
Jarom did help me.
Also, I said this to Jarom, but he was walking away, so I don't think he paid attention. And I know you didn't hear me. So, like, if you don't want to get hit by her instant electricity ball, do your best to try to hit her feet. Because that, you know, it comes from her staff. So that gives you like a second to immediately dash away. So it's like hit her and dash inwards too, because it's gonna go out. So if you go towards her, I don't think it'll track you as easy. So it's like a hit and then dash. And the lower you can get like to her feet, the better, and you can avoid that. Or if you just hit her head, like if you're on the second level, you know what I mean? Like you might get kind of hit. So that's my bit of advice.
We can try
about
that.
the
We can
electricity
certainly try. We'll see how far that gets us.
Like there's definitely cases where you have to be upstairs to hit her, but you know, overall, like do your best to hit her from the bottom floor or where her legs are, wherever that is.
Where are you? There you are. Yes. Yeah. What's up? At least it's not all the bosses all in one big long gauntlet. So there's that.
Yeah, at
I
least they're
guess.
separated.
They're somewhat
Could
merciful.
be worse. Could be worse.
I believe. Bump. You know, if we were a little more skilled, we probably could have just, you know, parachuted onto the top. The tower.
Yeah, Neil missed a little bit.
Alright. This is the warm-up. Because I have
he goes.
less
Good
health
luck.
than whatever anyway, so this is the
At least you
warm-up.
have 4 cards. Yeah, warm up.
Uh-oh. Like I said, warm-up.
Hey Rose, you made it. You're
Hello!
here.
Yay!
I'm so glad you're here. Hi.
Uh-oh. Bad. Oh, no, it got at me. No. Ah!
Good dodge.
Oh, it was all accidents.
Good dodge.
Oh! Oh, I don't know. I just get so scared.
No, you got this.
Because when it goes out, I don't know where it's gonna go. And like, Jarom was always like, he could do the thing, and then he would go, but then like, but I don't know if it's gonna shoot out at me. I hate this boss.
Yeah. Yeah, I got back home yesterday night, like way late yesterday night. Oh man, I'm so tired because I'm on Indiana time and I was on an early bird schedule for the con. So this is like in the middle of the night for me.
Oh
like,
man.
This is like it's 11 o'clock, which doesn't sound too late, but the thing is, like, we were going to bed at like 8 p.m. Indiana time, which is 5 p.m. my time, so like I should be like long asleep kind of thing. So
oh come on.
So sorry if I'm so tired. I'm trying to be like upbeat for the final stream.
Oh jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh,
you got this.
I gotta go down. Oh, I hate this boss. Die. See, like, what was that? I can't do the waiting around like Jarom can. Oh, I hate everything. This is dumb. I hate it. See, oh, like, how do you even know? I hate everything. Oh.
You want me to try it?
No, because you're gonna get sad and mad. I just get sad when I can't do it. You get mad.
Aww. See, I wish I was there. Oh man. Oh man, I wish I was there. Sorry, guys.
Oh! I
I
can't
don't
do
know.
that. I
like-
can't get it. I can't.
You got this.
I can't reach her.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
I am sad. Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, she just went down the moment you went up. That sucks.
Get down here, you stupid.
You stupid.
You stupid lady. Oh, I gotta go down. Down. Jeez. Like, seriously, whenever she shoots out, it always hits me. It always does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Get out of here. You! You lady!
You lady!
No! She was up. She's up there. Oh! Ah! Ah! Dang it! This is so stressful. Ah!
You got
I don't-
this.
I think it's herb time personally.
Okay.
Yeah, you've
Herb
gone
time.
pretty far.
Okay. Oh, that's not what I want. Items. Here. Here. Take it. Eat it. Oh, run away! Ah!
There it is.
Ah! Ah! No! Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang
Here's
it!
the regular one.
Ah! The regular one! I'm not ready for the regular one! No.
Yeah.
Why'd she do that?
I don't know why she did that.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, she went back. That was dumb.
You got this.
That was dumb. This boss is dumb.
Oh, I hate
I
everything.
want to try it.
You want to try it?
Yes, I want to try
Are
it.
you a crazy man?
Yes.
He's a crazy man.
I don't need to be on screen.
You don't need to be on. Yes, you do.
Okay.
You totally do.
Okay.
You need to be on the screen when you beat her up.
Yeah.
When you beat her up. Sorry, my water's attacking you.
It is attacking me, but so is the mummy, so it's fine.
Ugh, stupid Cleopatra.
Cleopatra's making my wife sad. This is personal.
Oh no.
Dang it, you
Wait.
silly lady!
I pressed the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
We're off to a good start. I got hit because I pressed the wrong button.
At least you have one more try.
After this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I went too early. I went too early. I went too early. I went too early.
Yeah.
I went too early.
Dang it.
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna need that other try.
Oh.
See, the trick is to get her on one side. That's the trick. And then lure her off to the other side and jump.
Yeah.
And then get hit. And then just die. How did I not die there?
I don't know.
Oh, I saw that
Try to
coming.
aim for her feet
Alright, this is my
later
last
on
try.
when she starts throwing electricity balls at you.
Yeah. Alright, so
that
I'm
way
just
you
gonna...
dash.
Yeah, you can
herb.
just take an herb now.
Yeah, like. So what happened right there? This is I don't know if you heard me, but that is actually why I was telling Hannah that like when you hit her and you dash away immediately, don't dash away, dash inwards towards her, because it's from the top. So of course it's gonna have an apex of spreading out. So go inwards and it'll pass you. If that makes any sense.
It does, but it's after that I'm concerned about. I go on the outside so
After
I can
what?
teleport when she explodes, and then there's the ring. The ring will generally go in your direction, and if you're in the middle, then it's harder to dodge all of them. I use the teleport and the jumping to get invulnerability frames, right?
Well, yeah, which is what you're supposed to be doing. I'm talking about specifically the like energy ball that she shoots from the staff once you hit her. 'Cause I know you were talking about that.
Oh, the energy
earlier.
ball that I hate. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. When you hit her, you immediately dash and you dash inward. You don't dash away because it's going to fan out away because it's at an angle because it's at the top. So it's like that way it'll go like towards you and then you dash in. But yeah, that's specifically for the energy ball. I'm not talking about the like little exploding ghosts. But like as far as that happens when she does do the explosion, that's when you kind of it's good to be I think more inward anyways, and then because then they start to close in and then you find your window and then you dodge through and you get the teleporter. At least that's how these are all the thing is I'm not just like making shit up, like this is what I do to defeat her.
Oh.
Kind of things like so I just hope it's helpful. Like this is what I do. See, like how you're lingering in the corner there. I wouldn't have lingered in the corner. I would have gone more into inward and like go to the other, teleporters. Stuff.
I'm
like
waiting
that
for them to
before
get
she
closer.
closes
I'm
on
trying
me.
to run out the time. Is what I'm trying. So you'd be in the middle here, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, upstairs is definitely the middle. Yeah, because you want to be in the middle, so that when
jump.
they close in on you, you jump.
Yeah.
But you're already doing that, which is why I'm not like telling you to do that. Because I'm not going to tell you stuff you obviously already know what you're doing with.
Yeah.
That's why I was only giving advice on just the like energy beam that comes out of her staff.
Okay.
But as far as handling the ghosts, you're doing that correctly.
Yeah. She tried to do the thing. She did that. She doesn't usually do that. She did it again. She did it again.
It's because this is her ascended form.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
She like how she sends out 2 energy blasts, etc. Or
Oh,
kind
I
of like
didn't
how
hit
the
her.
vampires had, and the demon hand guy had 2 bouncing crystals. They're
Yeah.
a little upgraded,
There it is.
so they're not the same. They're just beefy. They have some extra moves. Yeah, I know. I'm in Oregon and they're not. They're in Arizona and I can't try it.
I almost got killed by the dash again.
I can't give it a go.
I almost got killed by the dash again. Would not have been happy. GG.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Oh
So
my
you
goodness.
get for making my wife sad.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna give you back the controller as soon as I find a save point.
Oh, it's past. It's
I go up
there.
here.
Up.
I go up.
No, we didn't read the story already, Rose. Don't worry, you didn't miss that.
Yeah, we-
I was really hoping you weren't gonna miss
This
it.
one?
Yeah, so yeah, we usually do it at the end anyways. But
I have
yeah,
Vampire
I
Friends.
wanted to like
Okay.
try and
Well,
wait
I
for
guess
you to
I guess
hear.
it's a cutscene, so I'll give it back to you. Yay.
Oh my goodness, you are my hero.
That's the
You're
plan.
my hero. Oh jeez, you moved the couch. Well now you gotta get off the couch. Well,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, okay.
Be very careful to not step on the super nut right now. Push the thing forward very slightly.
Yeah. Yeah, did it.
Alright.
Okay.
Couch is very movie.
Yeah, well, cause the back half of it is on tile, so like, boop 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 boop, getting my ears on, cause I haven't been hearing what you're saying.
I haven't really
Okay.
been talking.
There. All right, now I can hear, and now we need to scooch this closer. Did it.
Hannah's back.
Phew. Oh, Jarom is my hero.
Academia.
Oh, I get it. Did you hear? He said, my hero, Academia.
Okay.
Have you not watched My Hero Academia?
It's good.
No, I mean I have. It's just like tacking on academia as like a joke felt so random.
Oh.
Like I get it from the anime. I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, I guess we just understand each other. I thought it was funny. Oh man. The comet will soon be entering Earth's orbit. We must go to the top of the Tower of Babel, and I'm gonna help you for some reason.
Yeah, also the vampire's a good guy now.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't think we ever figured out
Yeah,
why.
vampire. I don't think that really makes sense to me. Also, there's the like elevator like right there.
Yeah, like.
You don't really need his help. The elevator's right there, bro.
Kara, where did you go?
Drawing books is hard. He's like, see ya, peace.
There was talk that the vampire woman had come. They say that her body is eternal. That's not answering my question, Kara. They say that once the comet is gone, she'll be able to rest in peace. That totally didn't answer my question.
Oh, so that's why they're helping her out.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
Be
They
able-
want to rest in peace.
I guess so. I mean, that's... Oh, if you want, I'll transport you. No, I don't want to... Why would I return to Dio Village right now? Quit. Quit it.
It's it's for the
For
red
like,
jewels.
yeah, because if you don't want to
Yeah.
be just stuck.
Because there's a red jewel in the Tower of Babel, the last one. So you have to be able to get back. So you
Oh, I see.
can go. That's the only reason why that
Oh,
little
oops.
spirit is there. There's literally no other reason.
Record so hard.
I forgot to actually read her text.
The shadow.
Well, I'll just do it again.
Yeah.
Comet draws near. The time for your last battle approaches. This is the last time I will talk to you in a place like this, or to you like this in this place. With your rejuvenated power, defeat the comet, Dark Gaia, and become the Dark Knight. Suck it, Frieden. Shadow's greatest power, the Firebird, will arise when you were one with the Light Knight. Only you can restore the Earth to its original condition. I'm putting all my faith in you. There's that. That's ominous and,
Don't fuck it up.
yeah, stressful and
Pressure will.
heavy
Yeah.
burden. Good thing this is just a video game and I can try how many times I like. Yeah, no
Right,
pressure,
yeah.
right? If you perceive. Oh, yeah. I just went through this. Alrighty. Oh, look. Statue of Shadow. Statue's awesome. His statue is awesome. Oh,
Yeah, dude, sick.
it's a worn-out body quietly laid down. In his head, a familiar voice speaks.
Oh.
Will, it's me, Ullman, your father. My body has decayed, but I live on like this. Father, why are you in that form? There's a strange room in the Tower of Babel, filled with the light of the comet. Time goes so fast there that people evolve very quickly. Why are Kara and I able to live? Because you two are evolved humans. Don't question it. Us? Long ago, there existed
Oh, I don't
biological...
understand. Looks like Jarom. Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. Biological technology using the light of the comet. People freely used the power to make plants and animals. For example, they made a camel. It can go long periods without food or water. When people realized the power could be used as a weapon, demons were developed. The world was on the brink of ruin. At that time, the Knights of Darkness and Light were developed to decide the fate of humanity. You were saying?
Oh, I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't saying.
I just
Okay.
made a comment.
Magic, yes, magic indeed. They are your ancestors. The 6 mystic statues were made by the Knights. The last mystic statue is entrusted to you. Oh yeah, because this whole time, yeah, we only had 5 out of the 6. So it's a good thing that, you know, just magically, there it is. Yeah,
Yeah?
they would. They would be Will's dad's ancestors.
Yeah, they would be Will's dad's sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless, yeah, it's his mom. You know,
Yeah,
actually, it could be his
that's true.
mom. Because she was magic.
yeah, because Lily is, well, see, that doesn't even work. Because that was something that
Yeah, I don't know.
we came up with. We came up with that
Oh,
Lily
you're right.
was
Yeah, so it's
Will's
probably
cousin,
Dad.
but that is not the case in this game. So we thought, oh, maybe she has like a... No?
No, wait. Well, yeah, because regardless of the cousin thing or not, which was not canon, it's all... The whole reason why we thought, hey, maybe we could do that is because she was from
She
the
is.
village
She is.
from Lily,
So
which
Will's
is
mom
magic.
is from
So
Ivory
she
Village,
confirmed
which is
is
magic.
magic. Yeah.
That's true.
So yeah, she's definitely magic.
Okay. True. Okay, alright. Maybe it's on Will's mom's
Yeah.
side. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. They don't talk about it.
Yeah. We didn't really figure out the whole evolving thing, and, like why they are evolved beings. We didn't really, I don't know, figure that part out. That kind of stumped us.
Yeah, one of the many holes in Gaia that just, you know, it just kind of like Vox Machina, like conveniently it fits for no reason, no lead up, no explanation. You know what I mean? So we're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then of course it was so late into the game that we didn't think about an explanation for the comic. So
Yeah.
here we are, in its rawest form. I guess Will and Kara are apparently evolved humans for some reason, and I don't know why.
Soon the comet will be very close. Like, very close. By then, the 2 of you must go to the roof of the tower. Close your eyes. Alright? The ancients worshipped the comet as a spirit. Those who battled in the comet's light were given a strange power. The comet is called a spirit, but it is an unwelcome spirit. Get out of here, spirit! Evolving
Yeah,
too fast
seriously.
brings destruction. As long as people have evil hearts, demons will be born. Will, Open your eyes and look around. I guess our eyes were closed for this entire time. Oh, we are very obedient. Boop, 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 boop.
Right.
All the spirits. Okay, we'll talk to you. Neil's mother. Even if I can see the real world, I can't touch it. No matter how difficult it may get, I can't help you. Gee, thanks. We don't even know how Will's mom and dad died. Like, they just passed away, I guess.
Yeah. And like I don't actually know if the ancestors for Will both sides are related or, descendants or whatever from whatever the fuck. But also that's not to say that they're in a bloodline. There could be many evolved humans, in multiple cultures with multiple bloodlines, Doesn't make them automatically blood related or family, it could be like a whole spectrum of people that are evolved that were Will's descendants, which doesn't, doesn't have to make, because then that would imply that like both Will's mom and dad were also related, which would be weird and freaky, which I don't think is the case. It's because they're from completely different areas. But yeah.
Neil's father.
Also, how the fuck did like Neil's parents die? We
Yeah,
saw
like
them earlier in the game.
Yeah, and like they were like the Moon Tribe or
Fine.
something were just like impersonating them for some reason. That whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Right, I forgot about that.
Because you do the teapot tears and then it makes reveals things as to what they actually are, and then Neil realizes that his parents were like fake. But I mean, Neil was gone for like 3 years doing his own thing, inventing and stuff. But like so they must have died within those 3 years, and he just never found out about it.
Yeah.
But like what they
must
died
have died
of,
and then were replaced.
and of course
idea,
it wasn't Neil's parents themselves that were starting the labor trade. I mean, who knows? Maybe they were, but probably not. It was like the Moon Tribe spirit impersonator whatevers that were like behind it and running it because they were in charge of the company.
Which seems so weird to me. Like, why would they do that? It seems against the character from the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
but
and
I don't
like,
know.
yeah, like the Moon Tribe people. I feel like they're a little bit chaotic, but I don't think that they're.
Yeah.
I think that now it's like kind of maybe coming back to me. Like the Moon Tribe, they were, I think we decided, the people who did exist in the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which are the Sky Gardens. And so, because that's like their home turf, because you see a lot of the moon spirits there. And now it, of course, teleports around. The Sky Gardens do. But I think that some, all humans are created not equal. And so I think that some, when they were changed from to that type of form, they still kind of remained, like, their natures were the same. And so I think that some people are just malicious, and then some people are fine doing, just kind of hanging out. So that's like my theory for right now. Just now.
I just made that up this very moment.
Did it.
Or Rose is right, and they just died of plot convenience.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Probably Rose's reason, let's be honest. Neil, what are you doing?
Probably.
I want him to make the roller company grow bigger and bigger. All right, Neil's father. I don't know why you're telling me this. Oh, Will, it's been a long time. This is sad because this means Seth is dead. It's sad. He got eaten by...
Oh yeah, Seth just died for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, he got eaten by Riverson or whatever,
What
and then, of
happened?
course, we had that thing
but
in the
he
tunnel.
was alive
Yeah.
and turned into a person or some shit.
Yeah,
So how'd he
because we
die?
was in the tunnel, and then we did the, we heard the Morse code taps, and it was like, this is Seth. My form is that of Riverson, or whatever. I have a different form. You have to destroy the comet, please and thank you. And that's all. And so
Yeah.
by that, between that time and now, he died.
Yeah, no idea how. Jeez, poor Seth. He's been through a lot.
Right?
You don't know half of what he's been through either.
Oh man, such a world. If I could talk of this at an academy, I'd be a great scholar. Well, that's
Aw.
depressing. That's my dad.
He will never fulfill his dream.
Oh, also there's...
No, Seth is, he was this little kid in the beginning of the game that was one of Will's friends that unfortunately had this very terrible turn of events. Yeah, he's completely unrelated to the Egyptian god.
It's Hamlet. Oink, oink. Has a spirit.
Aw, oink, oink. See, that one makes sense because
Yeah.
he actually did die and we saw
We
it.
saw it.
And, and for a purpose, to feed starving villagers, to save Will and Kara and all them. So that makes sense.
Oh man. Of course, there's no difference between humans and animals. Not as spirits. With my body gone, I became forever young from the comet's light and gained immortality. And this is Will's mom, but it doesn't say it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a meaning in eternal life? I felt more alive when I had a terminal disease. I love that concept.
I know,
so
right?
much.
Yeah, because she could feel her mortality, like she could feel her body. We're like, and thus felt alive for it despite dying. We're like, when you're a spirit, or in this game's concept of spirit, it's like there's no feeling, you can't touch anything, you don't feel sick, you don't feel, and thus you don't feel the opposite too, you don't feel anything good. So it's like she felt more dead. As a spirit, she felt more alive with a terminal disease. It's just such a cool concept. What a good line.
Yeah, it's really cool. I love it.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
What do you have to say about
Such
this,
an
Kara?
interesting view.
You have to say nothing. I mean, that's a fair response. That is a fair response. At last, the time is
Speechless.
near. Everyone, give Will your power. That's right, you too, Neil's dad.
Energy.
Neil's dad, stop thinking about your roll-up company and give Will your power, dang it. Oh. Any last stragglers? No, okay. I'm looking at you, Neil's dad. They're not even, named. They're just Neil's dad, Neil's mom. Even,
Yeah.
is Will's
Even
mom?
though they have names.
Is Will's mom name? Yeah, Will's mom's name dropped when Hamlet died. Then she came as a spirit, and then
Yeah.
so we found out that her name was Shira by that. When Will and Kara joined and became one with the Light Knight, a great power was born. The knights were brought forth. The Dark Knight's ultimate power, the Firebird, was released. So, Will, Dark Knight, Kara, Light Knight. And we decided that they're descendants of each one.
Yeah, whatever.
Ooh, mystic statues of mysticness circling.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. Because it's like you had the Light Knights as a community of people or a culture of people. Then you had the Dark Knights of culture of people. They're separate, and obviously there's more than just one. Well, that already, I guess, kind of confirms that Will and Kara are not related by blood.
Yeah.
Two sects, different, sections.
And
Battle will change the fate.
now that we have gotten lended power, now we are transformed into shadow, and because Kara is with us, now instead of just having our normal attack of big arm. It's literally you shoot firebirds. And also and also these
funny.
mystic statues, we decided because it's like, well, why the heck do we need these statues? We decided in
they
our
don't make it
arbitrariness that in Gaia comic realm of existence, that these mystic statues have housed in them material that is like shadow. So, and shadow and
it's like
the
you
material that
needed
he's
to
made
get
from
enough of them to
was
assemble them.
derived from the comet. So it's kind of like, basically shadow is the antidote or whatever to, you know, how they make antidotes for snake venom. They take
He's the
some of the snake
neurotoxin.
venom and then make it so that it makes you better, even though it has some of the snake venom actually in what makes you better. So that's kind of the same concept
Yeah.
that we were going with shadow.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, he's like a neurotoxin.
Yeah.
Yeah. The statues helping. Yes, the statues are definitely helping.
Yes, because we just, yep, Now you must go to the comet. Poof.
Yep.
And we fly. Fly. Wee. It looks really cool.
Woo!
This is a long way up. Okay.
Final battle.
Firebirds! Oh. Oh boy. Open your mouth again. We're on the comet, guys.
Dude,
This is
I
it.
really like Gut Dark Gaia's design. It's cool. Just
Yeah.
wait. This
is nothing.
This is
This is
like
nothing right
the
now.
intro of it.
Firebird death. Firebird death. And I like the music, of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
ouchies.
This song is sick.
Whoa, the pause. That looks cool. You can see the firebirds really well. Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, I didn't shield.
Yeah,
Oh,
the firebirds are cool. Yeah, this design, it's so sick. And it's cool, like you see her soul, the like spirit thing, you know. I don't know, I'm just a big fan of like giant, disgusting, creepy, like tendril creepers with like a humanoid face. I'm a big fan of it. I love that shit. So it's like, you know, like where you get like a sphinx where it's like a lion and stuff like that, but it has like a human face, or something. So like if it's like especially grotesque, like Dark Gaia, but like has like a humanoid face, it's like my shit. I love that. It's just so neat to me.
she's only vulnerable when she's like about to shoot you. Is that right? I don't
Yeah,
even
it's when
remember.
her eyes and mouth open. Yeah, it's just when her eyes and mouth open. Yeah, but you could pop the bubbles with the Firebirds. So
Oh no.
like
Aw.
that's more, I guess, what you could do right now.
All right. Let's go again.
Yeah, so like right there.
Now that I
No, I've never
re-remember
played,
how.
No, I haven't.
P5R. Oh, dang it. What's the question? P5R?
Yeah, that's I might be thinking of the wrong thing. Do you mean Persona 5? I think I'm thinking of the
Oh,
wrong thing.
dang it,
Oh,
dang it,
okay,
dang
no,
it,
it is
dang
Persona
it.
5 Royale. Okay, okay,
Oh,
okay.
no, I got comboed.
No, I've never played Persona 5 or at all.
Neither have I. We own it now because it was on a really good sale one time, and I know it's a great game.
Yeah, no,
but-
Brandon and Austin like
Persona 5.
are crazy about it.
Oh. Oh no, it doesn't hit her. Okay. I was like slightly off screen or whatever and it didn't hit her. Oh no, it hit me.
Yeah, you have to be like dead
Wow.
on. I like how the sounds of you popping the bubbles is like Kara's talk sound.
Oh, bum, bum, bum. It's the, what's it called? The skipping forward dialogue.
It's like your text cue thing.
Yeah. Text scrolling sound. Preceding the text. Preceding, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, why? I just got comboed again. That was lame. At least, oh, whatever. What is with these combos?
Meandering.
Oh! Oh, gee. Oh, no. I ran into that one. It's not kind to me. Not kind to me. At least I don't have to, like, totally start all the way over. I can just kind of restart at
Yeah.
here. This isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Combo meal with fries and drink. Oh, jeez. Oh, no! Oh, I don't know how I survived. Oh, I can't shield the bubbles. I tried to shield the bubbles and it didn't
Oof.
work.
Yeah. It's
As-
like the song, what was it? The attack she uses to like charge up that leaves her vulnerable is also her most powerful move. So it's like
Yeah,
you have
so,
a very small
oh,
window to throw her before you
Yeah.
have to dodge out of the way.
yeah. Oh, that one came, oh. This is depressing, guys. Okay. Oh, some of them just come so fast. They're totally
Yeah.
random. Oh! Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
You know, bosses that are pretty much invincible everywhere unless they like open their eyes or
Oh!
like open their mouth or something. Like, if they are so powerful that they're like untouchable unless they expose their weak point
You would
when
think
attacking you, why
that...
don't they just like never open your eyes or mouth? You just like you can literally outweight like the hero.
Oh,
just
dang it.
just be like, I'm just gonna.
Oh, God.
You want to stop me? I'm just gonna throw a bunch of shit at you, but I'm just gonna close my eyes and my mouth, and you can't do shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. Come on, come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I ran into the bubble. No, the bubbles. No, the... Dang it. All right, lasers. Don't hit me so much. Don't hit me
You
so
got
much.
this.
Okay. Focusing. Focusing.
So Gaia is a deity that created Earth. So she is like she is Earth. The thing I've noticed that like the kind of reoccurring theme in this game is that like celestial beings are like planets or comets or moons
Dang
or
it.
something are deities. So Gaia is Earth, and she creates life. And then Dark Gaia is a comet of consciousness or deity that is essentially a parasite. It's where its light over-evolves things way too fast, making them into like a dark form, making like demons and shit. And it's considered a demon comet. So it's like a demonic god. Essentially,
all right,
is Dark Gaia.
We're in a good spot now. We're in a good spot health-wise. Doing that right away. Okay, I dodged that. Do that.
There you go. Got a couple of moves in. Doing great.
All right. That's good.
Cynthia. Oh.
Open your face. Oh.
Right.
Oh no. Come on, you stupid balls. No, he's coming for me. No, he's coming for me. No. Open your face already. Just go damage rush. Yeah, damage rush. Whoa, her face looks so crazy. Damage rush. What is up? Did it after like 4 times.
She melts. It's so cool.
I
And
don't
herbs are,
have
like,
healing
so
herbs because
too.
I used them all on the boss gauntlet, which I think, yeah, you witnessed Jarom beating it, right? Did you use the herbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you used both herbs, so. Oh yeah, and this text proceeds automatically, so. Anyway, I can't like make it go slower or faster, but. Yay!
He's like, you better know how to read well. Yeah. Woo!
Illusion of Gaia! This is it. This is the game that inspired the crazy headcanon craziness of As Pure as Black.
Yeah, dude.
So.
Yeah, well, yeah. A couple steps in between, but yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
fucking crazy. Like, it was all this game, like. Yeah. Wild, dude. Isn't it crazy where inspiration comes from? Oh man, it's like I love this game.
Yeah.
Our Earth.
Never seems so beautiful. Also, we can breathe. Don't question it. Magic! We're evolved beings.
Right, yeah.
Yay. Yeah, go veer off course, you comet. Mother? Gasp! Yeah, we followed you. The Earth. A mother with millions of children. I'm sure you think about us sometimes.
It's just like this dialogue is very important and meaningful, so we gotta make it as slow as possible.
Right. How is it, you two, looking at the world you live in from the outside? I'd say it's pretty cool. Said if we'd become spirits.
Excuse me.
I mean, that's true. I want to show all of our group. No, I want to show everyone. in the whole entire world. I mean, that must be a fantastical sight, you know. You go to a place that is just a very beautiful hike, and you take pictures, and then you come back, and you're like, pictures don't do it justice. You know, just imagine this.
Oh, never. Yeah.
You know, like...
Yeah.
Just the feeling and the awe-inspiring nature of this moment is just like... You can't even put it into words, though they're trying.
Yeah.
The map has started to change! Alright, if you say so. I know, that's what I was thinking too, you know. Being descendants of the ancients lets you breathe in space. It's fine. We're evolved. We're designed to do it.
That's so great.
Shift. Shift. Shift.
How it's showing
Boop.
how the, like, tectonic plates shifted the planet. And it also did not start with Pangea.
Yeah.
Also, look how tiny Australia is. Obviously, I know it's not, like, specifically Earth, but obviously it, like, kind of is. Like, Florida is so long. Look at that. That's crazy. The Indian Ocean is a little empty.
It all looks a little squishied, like this way.
It's a little squished up. Yeah.
They're like, oh no,
like...
we have to... I don't know. Wait, we put the text box and it can't cover the...
Yeah.
That's funny. Now that the comet has no influence on the world, it's returned to its original condition. That was fast. Will is Frieza. Perfect.
Right.
Why do you two know the future?
Yeah, I hope people don't panic.
Well, you see, when I lost my body, I gained insight into the future. Alright, legit, I guess.
That's just how it be.
Just...
That's a perfectly, like, well thought out explanation that makes so much sense.
So much.
It explains everything.
Just go over, get hit by a truck, you can see the future too.
Yeah. That's how it works.
That's how it works. Oh man. Don't be afraid. Alright.
Now you can become ordinary children again. But mother, what if I don't want to become ordinary?
Yes. The world is changing. Humanity and history have started down a new path. Ah, see, this is what the random spirit in Angkor Wat was talking about, that Will would usher in a new world.
Yeah.
And of course, he's like, yeah, you're gonna go back down there, and you're gonna be not knowing each other, you're gonna be separated, but yet, we will soon see that they find their way back together again.
So,
It's
like,
fine.
It's not reincarnation, so it's saying the world is going back to the way it's supposed to. So, like, Dark Gaia visiting every, 800 years, making demons and shit. Did that result in the worlds that we know Illusion of Gaia today, kind of thing? Like,
Yeah.
was it so bad? I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, there was demons and shit, but there's always gonna be evils. I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking in Zal's mindset, but, like, I don't think it's that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
taking that all away is kind of sad. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. Wasn't all bad. Here's where it gets real sappy. The sappiest, sappy,
Oh,
corny
yeah.
sap.
Oh yeah.
I want to
It's so
burn
bad.
you
It's
into
terrible.
my memory. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Because they're gonna get separated, they were told. So, like, she's just trying to... The warmth of your hand. Oh, boy. So, like, on the one hand, it, like, makes sense. It's like, I want to try to remember you so that I can find you again.
Right.
But, like, also, it's
Yeah, like
so
the thing is,
corny.
it had the potential to be like really heartfelt and tender, but it was just, I don't know, it's just written so badly that
Yeah.
it's just the most cheesiest shit.
Thousands of years, I will come to
Hundreds
you.
of years, thousands of
I
years.
will be at your side. You have to do it in a British accent. That means it's so dramatic.
Yeah, it makes it more dramatic.
When did this suddenly turn into Twilight? I mean, there's vampires. Where's the werewolves? Let's go to Earth. What? What was that? And away!
Zoom.
Away! Wee! Boop! We're there. Did it. Express style.
Whoosh. Thanks, Shadow, for the ride.
The Earth's look had changed, but
And
glowing
now it's
the
modern
sky.
day.
it was beautiful. As ever. So beautiful. Except for pollution. Pollution's not beautiful. Which, I don't know why. Well, see that line? That's totally pollution right there. That's...
Building replaced for forests, rivers became roads. All the things that I guess would have progressed naturally and evolved naturally without Dark Gaia. So I guess Dark Gaia kind of made like an alternate universe, kind of like a parallel universe, making a more like fantasy-driven thing because of its light and corruption and evolution. Where I think this is, which was I guess considered a bad thing. Like I get that like Dark Gaia would have pushed it too far and things would have gotten way too demonic and dark, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know, just knowing modern day, it's like, I don't know, can we go back to like the cool tampered timeline that Dark Gaia messed with? It's kind of neat.
You're right. We'll just, you know...
About Crocs? Oh my god, I don't know, I probably have no interest.
I
I think a lot of things are stupid, such as that as one of them. I don't know. It's like I don't even think it ever crossed his mind. He'd have to be like introduced to it. So funny.
I think that's
So funny.
yeah, like some of these animations, like Lance running, Eric running. I think that's literally
Never
only used
used.
in this end credits stuff.
Definitely.
funny. It's so funny how they like make animations for these sprites, and like sometimes they aren't used. And it's just so funny when even they're in the game's code, but then it's used nowhere.
Yeah. Except
or-
for the credits.
Well, but
That
no, like sometimes
Falls off
it's
screen first because he dies.
yeah, but sometimes animations and stuff, they're in the game's code, but they're used absolutely nowhere. Like it just doesn't appear.
Yeah. They're unused animations, unused sprites, stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
And that stuff like comes to light all the time. Like speedrunners and taskers find that kind of stuff, and then they mess around with it, and then
Yeah.
it's really hilarious.
Uh huh.
Like, oh, what was it?
Yeah.
I love, so AGDQ or SGDQ just happened, and like, guys, go watch the Paper Mario run. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts. The Paper Mario run.
Like Paper Mario 1?
Yeah, the Paper Mario run. But yeah, it's the first Paper Mario game. It's nuts.
Okay, yeah.
It's just
second or third or whatever.
It's unbelievable. And they do afterward they do, because sometimes in speedruns, of course, new tricks get found out, and then the route changes and stuff like that. And sometimes glitches become like they're found and discovered, but they're not useful.
Become assets. Yeah.
Right, but then actually they become not useful in the
useful.
run. Even though it's a cool glitch, it doesn't like make it things faster, or like they found a bypass that completely skips having to even do that other glitch. So what they have sometimes at GDQs is a glitch exhibition. So after the Paper Mario run, they did a glitch exhibition, and they kind of played around with this. This all comes back to, I was talking about the animations and whether or not they're used or not. They there's one part where there's like a little cutscene of like right at the beginning of the game, when there's like that grandpa, there's Goompa, and then the little sister. And so they're just kind of like talking and interacting with each other, going in the house and like talking, and you know, just very simple animations. But they swapped out the Koopa that joined your party or whatever. They swapped him for the grandpa. So like, he was in the grandpa's place, but like it doesn't know what to do with, like, the animations are changing, but like this isn't Goompa. So what are you gonna do when he's like opening his mouth? Well, he's just gonna go in his shell. What are you gonna do when he's like walking over? He's going to like be on his back like wee.
That's
really
so
fun.
crazy. Wow, that's cool.
I love
things that like are found.
I love it. So yes,
That's really cool.
like Celeste. I don't know what's like Celeste. It's been too far gone now.
There's a Celeste run. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, there is a Celeste run.
Custom maps?
Custom maps. I don't know what custom maps means, but that's the like category. Because another thing with speedrunning is they have different percents, or like different categories. Like there is a million different categories for Breath of the Wild, for instance. There's, you know, there's 100%, which takes like a full day.
24 hours, like 22 hours.
Non-stop.
It's like it's crazy.
There's
all shrines, all divine beasts. There's
dog percent where you feed all the dogs around Hyrule. There's some random arbitrary ones, but
it's just like kind of meme runs.
In the 100% run, you get all the Koroks, every single one.
All the shrines, all the side quests, all the divine beasts.
That's crazy.
I think that's it.
And then
beat the game.
And like all the shrines, all the...
And one guy did that damage list.
Yeah, he did. Because he's nuts.
Yeah.
100% damageless.
No fall damage, no cold damage, no random bokoblin throwing a rock at him damage. Nothing.
He had so many ruined runs. Because like one of his runs that was ruined was like a choo-choo like spawned into him and damaged him.
That's not even
And it's
fair.
like, well, the run's over, guys.
Shall it be?
The run's over. Hey, it's the flower spirit guy.
Yeah, all 999 Koroks.
I think it's cool that they recapped the whole game.
100%.
Yeah.
It's a key item. You get it.
Hey, angel people. Ishtar's drawing that lady. Too bad she's gonna get trapped in there. Oh, it's
Yeah,
the
the
guy
Buffalo
who
Wild run is
died.
really cool. The Halo 2 run is really cool.
The Halo 2 one is really cool.
Are there any that are particularly really cool?
Well, I mean, we haven't really seen all of them. Remember how I played Yoshi's Story when we didn't, when we couldn't stream?
Yeah, when my internet was being
Well,
stupid.
they
Yeah.
ran Yoshi's Story, and they beat, so Yoshi's Story, how it works is, basically, the game is, like, beating the game is, you play 6 of those levels that I played, you just play them in a row, and then, bam, you beat the game. To keep it simple. Well, the speedrun guy, he beat it in 15 minutes. That's so crazy. Like, I mean, yeah, I could probably beat it if I really tried and, like, you know, got through it as fast as I can. I could probably beat it in 30 minutes. It's not very long. But, like,
Yeah.
down to a science, 15 minutes. This is so crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And also, bye, Malcontent Melon. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. Thank you for playing. So, well, now that we've
Ba-da-ba.
experienced Gaia, oh, and here's the after scene. After this scene, then we'll do the reading.
Yeah. He's in modernish clothes.
It's adorable. But he's still got the same crazy hair.
Yep.
Please be careful crossing the street. Ugh. We've had a lot of traffic accidents lately, which is really funny because it's paralleling the beginning of the game. Like, hey, don't
Been a
go
lot of
outside the
demons
town.
outside
There's
lately.
been a lot of demons about lately. So there's that parallel there.
Yeah.
They all have, like, the same clothes. Except for maybe
Right,
Kara's
yeah.
dress is a little shorter, and that's about it.
Yeah, she has like a neck scarf, it looks like.
But she's still got the
Um,
puffy sleeves.
Lance and Eric is different. Actually,
Okay.
Eric is probably the most different. He has like jeans on, it looks
That's
like.
true. He does have jeans on.
Lance got a vest and not a tunic.
Yeah. I guess their clothes are a little less baggy. With the exception of Seth, he's still has kind of a big shirt on. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Seth looks pretty much the same.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep, that is totally Kara. Alright. And
And that
classic, like,
is Gaia.
that's, and I can't, like, I'm pressing all the buttons and it doesn't do anything because
Yep.
it's an old game
It ends.
and it's just,
Yeah.
I
It's
remember,
like, shut the game off. Yeah.
so distinctly beating Ocarina of Time as a kid. And of course, if you've played that game and know that game, then what happens is, oh, I'm turning green. I don't know why. Anyway, what happens is the screen like fades to this, you know, tan, you know, color, and then it says end on it, and then it's like this, where you can't proceed, you can't save, nothing. And I just felt so sad. I worked my butt off to beat Ganon, and then I just had to turn it off like it never happened. I was depressed. As a child.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think for me, it didn't faze me because so many Super Nintendo games end like that, and I grew up with that. So it was like, oh, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
And I do remember being a little disappointed with Gaia. I mean, not Gaia. Well, I think Gaia and pretty much any game that would do this, it like always bothered me. But it was just like, oh, okay, whatever. And then
Yeah.
because it's like, there's really, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, as much as I love this song,
All right.
it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Woo!
Oop. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Because I don't want to be like totally listening to that song the entire time we're reading.
No, yeah,
And it
no,
doesn't
yeah.
fit the
Oh,
tone
man.
of what we're gonna read, so.
No, it's not. I
It
don't
does
even
not.
know. Are you gonna put on music at all or no? I don't
Uh,
even know what to like.
I don't know what I would put on. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So.
Battle music. I don't know.
Bum, 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 bum.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh God, no.
Okay. Anyway. Let's find it here. So, we're just gonna
Right.
start at the act, right?
Yeah, the act. Yeah.
Doing
Oh
it.
boy, continuation from last time.
Ta-da.
As just like a little recap, Rose, if you remember, so they got out of the old man's place and irritation, and funniness and silliness, and went into the crowd, and where they all saw some crazy protests about anti-magic and versus magic being good, stuff like that. And Girahim had a couple words to say about that, and kind of made a big giant fucking scene, while also giving very valuable information, but also still needs more. And to recover what damage he caused, they're kind of spontaneously going into an act. Yes, Girahim was being very creepy. And so he started, like, he made this essentially like his prompt and was like hoping Will would catch on, and Will did. And this is what happens afterwards. So, okay.
So, essentially,
Here we go. Let's get
Girahim's
into it.
gonna
Woo!
play up the villain part, and Will's gonna play up the hero part,
Yep.
and they're
Yeah.
both on board. They're both on board. They have a connection.
Yeah.
They have a connection. So.
Because the idea is the idea Will had to I'm not Will Graham had to like recover the like fucked up way he was going about it was okay, Will, you quote unquote save Rio from me, quote unquote, and then wink wink, and like he'll feel like he owes you, and then you ask him the information we need and he'll give it to you kindly and not by force, and then we can move on with our quest. So that's the whole directive or motive that they're going through. So all right, here we go. Okay, so Will squares up in the last line. Okay, seems like Will had recovered from his slow moment from earlier. Will was now catching on to his hints and references. They had to make this convincing. Not that it wasn't already. Heck, everything was real up until Will called him out by his name. And even then, he was still feeling incredibly sadistic. So how could things not be convincing from now on? Being as there was such an intro before the hero stood up against the quote-unquote enemy. Girham's eyes darkened as his head slightly lowered, staring at Will. His quiet chuckles began to grow louder as a sword appeared in Girham's hands, which pointed directly for Will. He laughed out loud with wide eyes as he quickly shifted his gentle hand off of Rio's shoulder to wrap his arm around Rio at his side. Girahim crouched for a second and dashed straight at Will, while holding his hostage. He moved incredibly fast, just as he did when he charged at the goddess serving twin. Right. Just like in the game, essentially. All right, that's you.
Will was still a little freaked out by this taste of the true Girahim, but he was more able to brush it off knowing that Girahim would never do anything like that to him. And now that they were going to have a little staged fight, this would be a chance to blow off a little steam. He just hoped Girahim didn't do anything too drastic during the fight. As Girahim charged at him, he waited until the last second to teleport away. Appearing on the little platform Rio was previously using, the crowd gasped, thinking at first that Will was a goner, but then seeing him disappear and reappear again, what a spectacle! Will's totally a little bit living in his head right now, it's fine. Hey, he saved himself by magic, said someone from the crowd. Yeah, without it, he would have been skewered, someone else commented. Will looked over at Girahim and smiled. I'm no sorcerer, but I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Okay. He said,
oh my God, Will.
Cocking his head, finding it quite entertaining to fight/talk to Girahim as if they were serious enemies, though it was all just for show.
Girahim stopped, and instead of turning around and attacking Will, Girahim took other preparations for this act. He had to be the menace here, not just a show. He preferred in it that way, even with Will's restrictions. He knew that killing a few people in Will's presence would be overdoing it. Oh, what a shame. Will thought Girahim had already gone too far. Will was so innocent. Many daggers appeared above them, the crowd, and shot all around the people like rain. People instantly began to run out of the way, screaming, scattering in all directions and making their way into buildings. None of the daggers really hurt anybody, but they didn't stop for anyone either. Well, a dagger or two might have impaled a human's arm, leg, or at worst, but in the mirage of panic, you couldn't quite tell between the differences in the screams. Girahim turned around to face Will, licking his lips. The chaos of people quickly dispersed from the courtyard. Poor Rio was shaking heavily in Girahim's arms, nearly paralyzed. Some people looked out windows or from behind pillars, wanting to see what would happen to the boy in the pedestal, or on the pedestal, and to find out whether or not poor Rio's life would be saved. Will smirked. I said that wrong. With a smirk, Girahim caused some of the daggers from the ground to uproot themselves from the brick flooring and shoot at Will. Still smirking, Girahim turned around and began to walk away.
Will's stomach dropped as the air filled with daggers. Girahim, what are you doing? Will wanted to scream, but he couldn't because, of course, that would blow their cover. But you can't just send daggers into a crowd of people and someone not get hurt. Hurting people isn't necessary. It's not what we're here for, you sadistic freak. Idiot. Can't you keep it together? Will knew that Girahim didn't care about humans, that he was an exception. But what was he thinking? He should know better than to think he could just waltz right in and maim some people and scare the living daylights out of everyone. And Rio, poor guy, fear was no way to weasel out information. There are better ways, ones that didn't leave people scarred for life. Ugh, dang it, Girahim, no! Will screamed in his head. Will quickly drew his flute and spun it to deflect the daggers Girahim sent after him, just like he does in the game. Will walked forward to Girahim, his expression showing the rage and disgust he felt at Girahim's actions. He then sheathed his flute and teleported directly in front of Girahim. Girahim didn't pull away as Will placed his palm swiftly on Girahim's arm and teleported the three of them outside of the city, somewhere specific along the path they took to get to Euro, some distance from the city. Now there were no people in danger. Will just looks at Girahim, rage in his eyes, staring at him relentlessly. Filthy demon, Will spat. He knew that the words would sting. He wanted them to.
For a second of Will looking at him, so many things flashed in Girahim's mind. He saw everything in Will's eyes.
Hey,
And saw
wait,
that they were
pause,
genuine.
pause.
Oh no, what's up?
We
Oh
have
no!
a commenter that is confused.
Oh yes. Garrett from the game. Yes, Garrett from the game. Hi Joey.
Illusion of Gaia does not have Girahim in it.
No,
What a
no,
shame.
no. Yeah, no. Yeah.
This is our
a really silly, ridiculous AU
our monstrosity
roleplay story. Yeah, that we did back in the day, like like a long
a decade ago. A
when
decade
we were
ago.
like 18. Yeah, literally. Oh my god. Yeah, and so we're reading it just because like some people were interested and we thought it'd be really fun. So yeah, oh my god.
But this takes place in the world of Illusion of Gaia. Girahim just happens to be in it. So
yeah, it all started out as a joke and then it ended up being really, really fun, so we continued it, and this is just one of the scenes from the little like ridiculous roleplay that we ended up doing.
Yep. Continue,
so, yeah,
Alyssa.
Oh man, I lost.
Oh, you were at the very
place.
beginning.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay, okay, he had made the same mistake, hadn't he? The same mistake he did with, oh, okay, with Vati. That's somewhere else in the story. That doesn't make sense. Okay, the injuries inflicted were no different as the equivalent of a cut that a child would make when tripping on the sidewalk, gaining a scraped knee, nothing more, you know. What about psychological trauma? It's fine. Girahim saw the dread, hatred, rage, and disgust in Will's eyes, and those two words. They weren't fake. They weren't a part of the act, and they both knew it. It was clear as day. He only scattered the daggers to clear the way for he and Will to fight, but I suppose that act was too good, wasn't it? Girahim knew he had seriously frayed the bond of trust they shared, and worst of all, though Will was not injured physically, Girahim still, in a way, hurt Will. He hurt Will's trust in him and through the hostility he performed. Yeah, Will got so pissed.
Yeah, he did.
That is, sometimes Girahim couldn't keep his promises, that is, if you consider that breaking one. But now it's not the time to continue to stare at each other for a good while, reading each other's expressions and thoughts. Just, the show must go on. Girahim swung his blade at Will, and of course Will dodged. Then, putting on his act and his smile, hiding the expression he just showed Will in those short seconds of intense thought, he said playfully, "How very sweet of you it is, boy, hoping to bring attempts to save poor little people who live in the city. Why, I'm nearly touched." Girahim tightened his grip on the human in his arms, who was frozen in fear, and he hunched his back so their faces were close to one another. Rio flinched as Girahim licked his lips dangerously close to Rio's face. Like, not Rio's lips, but his own.
Doing the creepy Japanese thing. Where they always Japanese villains.
In like animes, yeah. Right?
It's like so weird.
In every anime and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Alright, that's you.
Did you read your last line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Though it would seem you're missing your target, yeah.
Very funny, Will said, taking his flute out of his sheath. You know, it's because of demons like you that these people are so against magic. It's time for you to die.
It's
so
time
dramatic.
for you to die. Oh,
Will
God,
charges
so
at Girahim with a yell, and just as Will is about to strike Girahim, he teleports expertly behind him in mid-air, just behind his head, and he brings his foot and full weight down on Girahim, his kick connecting with his left shoulder/neck muscle.
Wow,
Stomp.
so detailed.
Right? So extra.
Yeah. It's actually a little hard to follow. Anyways,
Yeah.
Ginyu quickly turns around and swings his sword 180-degree angle. Will literally to get Will literally off his back. Rio flinches as the blade and flute began to land on each other, nearly hitting him.
He looks heavy. Why don't you drop him? On the word drop, Will swung his flute and attempts to hit Girahim hard against his upper arm, but Girahim just teleported to dodge.
If only it were so simple for you.
Will pauses for a second, eyes narrowing, and he kicks sideways at Girahim's legs in an effort to trip him.
Just before the blow made contact, Girahim turned, bringing Rio forward to use him as a human shield.
Awkward.
For Will to kick him.
It was too late. By the time Will realized what had happened, the kick had already connected, hitting Rio's knee in just the right spot to dislocate it. Sucks to suck.
Ow.
Rio cried out in pain as Will's eyes widened in horror, realizing what he had just done, his own foot also throbbing from the hit. No, Will cries instinctively, holding out his arm slightly toward Rio. Will was trying to keep out of the way of hitting Rio, but he had failed. He needed to get Rio out of Girahim's hold.
Oh man, Girahim looked a little surprised for a split second when he went back to character as axe. He was, I think he expected Will to not hit him. He didn't really act much, though he did have the mindset of the mission, which of course required him to purposely fail so Will could save Rio and get the information that was needed. But he didn't think Will would have hit Rio. Will was playing along with the act, right? Or did he actually seriously try to hit him? Girahim let go of Rio, and Will watched as the man against magic began to fall to the floor. But before he crashed to the ground, Girahim grabs him with magic and thrusts him away in the air. Rio stops crying out in pain from his knee and refrains from expressing cries of new pain as he is now being lifted up by nothing but what felt like his insides. No matter, it might hurt a little, but the pain would leave. And this would keep him from being beat up any more than he already had been. You want me? Girahim chuckles. Go on then, kill me. He said enthusiastically as he licked his smiling lips with narrow eyes. Fucking weirdo.
Will widened his eyes slightly, seeing that Girahim actually let go of him. I mean, it must suck just floating in the air like that, but I guess he caught on that Rio being in his arms was asking for trouble. At least there's that. Will was, in fact, grateful for Girahim releasing Rio, so to speak, and he was still regretful for having dislocated Rio's knee, even though it wasn't entirely his fault. He was still the one who dealt the blow.
So funny. And, well, it's just funny too because like in a real fight, like as a hero, you have to actually watch out for shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you can't blame, you know what I mean, the villain for using a body shields. Anyways, Will and okay, Girahim Will duked it out for a little while. Girahim was lacking compared to first time they fought, of course, holding back. Though Girahim noticed that Will, on the other hand, was fighting better than he was before when they had their first little fight. Maybe it was because he was so angry. Part of him was enjoying this fight, being as he wanted to see what Will could really do. So in return, he stepped up his game as well. Girahim roughly grabbed Will by the collar and lifted Will off the ground with one hand, raising his blade to hit Will. Rio looked down over his shoulder, thinking that his only hope was going to die, and he would be ... Come now, child. Don't you know that the deeds I have committed only builds their character?
Will had had enough. A switch flipped a while ago, triggering his death mode, you could say. He didn't think, he just fought. He reached out and grabbed Girahim's weapon and wrenched it out of his hands, and without a moment's hesitation, he brings it down, using both hands to make the blade sink further into his chest. And I just kind
So
of
he
wrote
stabbed
that.
you
I
in the
was
chest
like,
with his own sword.
suck it, Alyssa. Gary's not going to defend against that, I guess. From the blade
Yeah.
part. Yes. Show the picture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. I think I could. Can you see that? I don't know.
Yeah, you can
Let's
see
see.
it.
Yeah. So Will stabbed. Yeah, he pretty much disarmed Girahim with his own sword. When Girahim like picked him up by his collar and like pulled him up, and fucking stabbed him in the chest. Like legit stabbed him in the chest because Will is so pissed. um. Uh. All right. Okay. Here we go. When Will grabbed for the sword and yanked it hard, Girahim let Will take it, thinking that this could be the ending of the scene to complete the mission. Will rose the blade and, in a sudden bright flash of color, a bunch of diamonds sprayed everywhere, and a sharp blade sunk into Girahim's chest, but hit a complete stop with a like sound as it hit something solid. The force of the impalement kept it going through sinking into his chest a little deeper, but more at a sideways angle for some strange reason. Rio fell to the ground with a large thud and silently cried in pain, holding in the screams causing his knee when landing on his back. Sorry, I just kind of took over.
No, you're good.
Rio opened his eyes and looked back to see the demon, who was still holding the boy, stumbled back and fall behind some bushes. All he heard was a long period of shocking silence, which was followed by a low, shaky groan from the demon. Had the kid saved his life? He couldn't see what was going on, but hearing this and seeing as the demon had been suddenly fallen after a stab, was the demon slain? Girahim slowly, even gently, lowered Will with a shaky hand to the ground as the sword lay embedded in his chest. Not even knowing if Will had let go of the sword or not, Girahim fell back, sitting down up against a tree behind him. He looked at his own blade, which was in his chest, and then just looked back up at Will. He just looked at Will with narrow eyes, with an almost offended expression mixed with shock and confusion. His mouth partly opened as he gave labored breathing. Tried to speak, but only coughed up blood. Girahim quickly turned his head to his second and spat up some blood. Yeah. When the tip of his sword lodged into his chest, it had hit his diamond heart, and which was the solid object that the sword scraped across. And even though his heart was not injured, it was still highly sensitive, and it pained him in a blaring sting and intense shock once the blade came in contact with it. It was so unexpected, but furthermore, when hitting the angle of the diamond-shaped heart, the blade slid into the side, sinking down to hitting a little bit of his lungs, thus causing him to hack up some blood. He grabbed the blade of the sword with red glowing hands and took out the blade from his chest. He let himself fall. He let Will fall next to him. His hand then moving above his chest as if to touch it, but his hand only stayed held above his injury. Blood came from the torn chest as he looked back up at Will. Will, he addressed, sounding offended and confused. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Right. Will was startled at the feeling hitting something hard. Blah, blah, blah. Was startled at feeling something hard hit the sword as he plunged it into Girahim's chest. That was his heart. I just hit his heart? Whoops. Will thought, horrified.
Oh I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
What have I done?
Oh
I'm a bad boy. Okay. Will thought, horrified. He had just plunged a sword into the chest of his friend, knowing it wouldn't kill him, and also thinking that Girahim was practically invincible anyway, not caring to hold back in his anger, but he had just come in contact with his weak point. However hard it was, however impenetrable it was, he still pierced him through, and what have I done? Will thought. Will could barely breathe, overcome with regret as he played back the anguished grunt in his mind, imagining the pain-stricken look still frozen on Girahim's face. He felt sick with himself and panicked as Girahim began to stumble, falling behind the bushes. He looked to Girahim as the demon put him down, and the world stopped as he saw the wound. As he saw the sword that he himself, Will, Girahim's friend, the little human who never wanted to kill, but had on many occasions, because of the game. He looked at the sword and gave a silent gasp, completely horrified. What have I done? He caught the demon's eyes and it was as if Will was inflicted with the same wound, seeing the expression on Girahim's face. Girahim suddenly turned and retched, coughing up some blood, staining his white lipstick a gruesome red. White, your favorite color, the purest color, Will thinks. That was talked about in the conversations that they had that was, over Skype. White, your favorite color, the purest color, now turned red, blood red. All because of me. I'm not stupid. Pure. I did this to you. Dang it. Will. God. Tears of utmost remorse filled Will's eyes and immediately spilled over. Girahim. Will's lips trembled as he spoke, leaning toward Girahim in apology. I didn't mean for this to happen, Will says quietly as he openly cried, shaking his head. Will's hands were on the ground as he clenched his fists around the grass and the soil underneath them, looking at Girahim in the eye and with an anguished and sincere expression. I'm so sorry. Oh, man.
Hang on, let me see. Okay, sure, the blade hurt, but Will stabbed him. Girahim never thought that he would actually receive such an injury by Will. Girahim really must have messed up to make Will do such a thing. But there was a reason why Girahim sent those daggers into the crowd. Just the fact that Will lost control to stab him. Was fighting. It was an act. It wasn't really an act, was it? Will was truly angry for the fear of the people. He should have thought twice about trusting Will in such a state with his obsidian blade. The dislocation of Rio's knee and these stinging words, filthy demon, should have been a clue. It looked like Will really changed his thoughts with Girahim. This is until he broke down just now, which in a way was reassuring. It meant that he had some caring left, but it was pretty painful to see Will cry so heartedly. And for him, Will was crying for him, which was interesting. It's like he didn't quite know how to handle that because of what he did. Girahim hadn't felt anything like this since never. Was Will always like this? Girahim thought. Was he always one to become blinded with anger to the point of attempt murder? Whoa. A shock of worry went through Girahim at the thought, but Will, he's so innocent. Did I taint him somehow? Maybe I'm corrupting him merely through my words and recent actions. Girahim didn't want Will to become anything like him. Or like a demon, excuse me. Sure, in most cases that was amazing, but he liked Will the way he was. Pure and understanding and open-minded. He liked the purity. Did he take that away? Or did Will always have this side to him? With weighted and shallow breathing, Girahim waved a hand over to Will. Come closer so he could say something. Only Will was too overpowered with his remorseful sobs. Will then felt a hand on his shoulder as Will laid weeping on his hands and knees in front of the bleeding demon. Will looked up at his friend as he had just injured, with eyes streaming with tears, only to see Girahim with a slightly bloody smile. The demon slowly nodded in lazy eyes. Girahim then took off one of his gloves, wiped the blood on his chest with his hand, then stroked Will's face with the blood. Girahim coughed up the scarlet liquid again into his naked arm while quickly looking away as to not get blood on Will even more. Go, that should be enough. I'll see you soon, he said in a raspy voice. So I guess right there he purposely put blood on Will to make it look like he killed
had a good tussle.
Yeah.
Will touched his own cheek, now streaked with Girahim's blood, with a heartfelt touch. His mind whizzed about what the next step was. Going out to talk to Rio? Like this? He couldn't in this state. He couldn't think about anything but his regrets and his concern for his friend, for Girahim's suffering, for the fear that he had hurt him so bad that he might not fully recover, or worse, that their friendship would never recover. Though with the hand on his shoulder, he tried not to let that thought linger. What was he supposed to do? He didn't want to leave Girahim like this. He wished desperately that he could just teleport Rio to Euro and have him stay there for a little while he tended to Girahim. But he knew that he would probably book it out of Euro as soon as he got the chance. He had to speak to him now in full. That's what Girahim probably wanted anyway. But he couldn't keep his mind on the stupid mission right now. And acting like he was confident about besting the demon, he just couldn't do that. He couldn't do it because his pride was at one point true, and he hated that it was true. He grasped Girahim's bloodstained hand in both of his own to comfort both of them in his momentary goodbye, and to purposefully get blood on his hands as a reminder of his friend, as an act of demonstrating the connection of suffering between them, and most of all, as a symbol of his sin, every hero's sin.
Holy shit.
Right?
Fuck Will.
Quote,
damn, Will.
Heroes have so much blood on their hands. Because that was a quote that was like brought up in their conversations.
That was relevant.
Is heroes have so much blood on their hands.
Yeah, it's essentially, so this is just like, you could tell there's a little bits that are like so silly when reading out loud because you're missing previous context. And this is like, I guess something that, this is one of the many things that has just popped up in this scene alone that like, what we mean of like, it's very contextual. Like if you didn't read the previous portions, you're gonna be like, wow, that's really fucking dramatic, Will. But like, no, it's relevant because of previous shit that happened in the story, but
also it's pretty dramatic even with context. Let's be honest.
It is dramatic. It is. It's fucking dramatic. Like, maybe relax on the dramaticism for sure. But
oh
so
man.
Funny. Again, it's like I can't help it because it's so funny reading this now that we've improved as writers and we're not like kids anymore. Anyways, I think you have a little bit left to go. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, well, I mean, it's basically done. I'll be back for you soon, Will says almost pleadingly with a look which was the epitome of the ultimate expression of apology. He closes his eyes with a pained expression having to leave Girahim like this and turns his head to go comfort Rio. Will comes to a crouch and moves a few paces away, looking back at Girahim with worried expression as he turns a corner, now leaving Girahim's sight and entering into Rio's. So, and then he just goes and talks to Rio and, Girahim, like, has a moment.
Yeah, so he just thinks about stuff.
Yeah.
Know? But, and he's fine, of course, because why wouldn't he be fine?
He got stabbed.
But yeah,
just but a flesh wound.
It's fine. It hit his heart. It's fine.
Your whole arm's off.
Solid object. It didn't actually do anything. Yeah, just walk it off. But yeah, what was it? So yeah, Will just kind of goes to Rio. Rio's like, oh my god, he's dead, and Will's like, yeah, like acts out the mission. Will then brings Rio back to the city into like a medic facility. where there's a bunch of people from the crowd that got like sliced up by Girahim's daggers. Nothing anything severe, except for that one guy that spoke out against Girahim, if you remember, that Girahim was like about to kill, but then like stopped at the very last split second because he was like, oh yeah, Will's fucking right there. Shit. Does Rio buy that bathing in blood shit? I guess kind of.
I mean, so at the very
older,
when Will goes out to him, then Rio, you know, he was still on the ground, and then he called out to Will, "Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt bad?" And then Will said, you know, "Oh, you know, I'm okay."
Yeah.
And then, you know, "Thank you. You saved my life. I'm sorry that you had to go through such an awful thing like that." And then Will's just like, "It happens. Sorry about your knee. I should have been more careful." "Hey, you saved my life. I'm glad to come out of this with only a busted kneecap. It's an easy fix, really." "How so? With magic?" "Well, no, but like, I mean, yes, but can I ask you a question?" "Of course, anything." And then he kind of like talks to him about magic a little bit and asks about the barrier.
About magic a little bit.
And basically finds out that his master was the one who is behind the barrier, and then kind of gets a little bit more of a lead on what their mission is and how to what the next step is. They need to go and confront the sorcerer. So he does get the information a little bit,
Rio
and
kind of like gains trust in Will. Yeah, and it kind of opens up to him a little bit about why he was doing everything that he was and all that stuff. And then they go to the Rio's /dad/master/ whatever the fuck, and then it gets really messed up again.
Yeah, it does.
It's great. But yeah, so that's essentially what happened. Wonderful.
Yeah, like it.
Master Will.
It's
yes, actually, that is the reason why. Because so this whole act thing happens, and Rio fucking buys the shit out of it, and like thinks that Will and Girahim are enemies, and Girahim's just like this random demon or whatever the fuck, and they have no actual like correlation together at all. And so he thinks all of it's real,
and
he's
he
like, wow,
hates Girahim's guts.
In reality,
you know, he hates Girahim, especially because it's later. Actually, I didn't think of this until like later, so it was kind of like a reveal in roleplay time for Alyssa later. But like, we made it. Yeah, I arbitrarily decided that the sorcerer, he wasn't just like hired. Rio wasn't just like hired to tend for him. Rio, the sorcerer was like a father figure to him. And so that was like
major father figure. That's why I was like dad, master mix. Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, when we were writing this, he was just kind of like there, an assistant, like probably a paid assistant. That's what was kind of in our brains. But then later on, I was like, you know what? Actually, let's make him a daddy figure, and make so
it more personal.
Yeah. So we gotta have an underlying motivation as to why he hates Girahim so much, and why he feels so betrayed when Girahim comes back and is Will's basically right-hand man. And he's like, what the heck? They were in cahoots the whole time. Now I hate them even more. And so then like, he's just this big antagonist.
Yeah, and he's great.
He is.
Because like Girahim,
because he's smart.
In order, it's like you could tell we were better writers then. That it had been a couple of years for us to come up with it, because it was like to fill you in even more. It's like when they go to Rio's master/adoptive father, because that's another thing too. Rio was kind of like abandoned by his parents, so when he was taken in to be the assistant or something like that to his master to take care of him because of his like conditions and shit, that's when he kind of developed a father figure for Rio, because Rio was so young when hired at the time. And and then on top of it, he is Rio's, I can't remember his name. Rio's father's slash master was so
I remember his
like
first
Rio
name is
revered him a lot and,
is
like,
it?
super respected him.
I think Lawrence Barwick or something. I think that's the
Something
name.
like that. Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
that's
know.
the sorcerer's name.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so Rio really looked up to him and respected him, on top of him being that, like, personal connection. So, like, after this, you know, so the act finished, the chapter we just read, and Will gets information about Rio's master slash dad. I'm just gonna call him his dad.
Yeah.
To go and find to get information. Well, he was very resistant, and Girahim was like, okay, we did it your way last time, let's do it mine. And you just stay behind. I'll get the information. Not telling Will how. But, you know, Will has, like, a suspicion, but is like, don't do anything too much. And Girahim's like, okay. And, well, it doesn't go very smoothly, obviously. And this is, Will isn't there. Girahim's like, you stay behind for this one. And Girahim essentially tortures the information out of him and then kills him.
Yep.
So
because especially
yeah.
some of the information that they do receive is that the sorcerer himself is, like, his life is tied to that barrier. That barrier will not be taken down unless he dies. And actually, Will was a part of that conversation. Will understood that fact.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Will did understand that,
like,
so he knew what needed to be done in order for the barrier to, you know, be down. And so he, you know, didn't want to really be a witness to that either. So he was like,
so
yeah, okay, I'm out.
Like, let me take this one. Yeah, and Kieran didn't want Will to be there anyways. But on top of it, to make it worse, it's not just like it's not like Girahim just had to kill the sorcerer. He also needed information from the sorcerer too, because there was this special spell that needed to be cast in order to complete it. So killing the sorcerer wouldn't just disband the barrier, wasn't enough. That's how, like, fucking powerful this magic was. So it was like layer upon layer of, like, so many different locks to keep this barrier up, to restrict and suffocate the world of this magic. So while Will understood that the dirty deed of killing him had to be done in order to fulfill Gaia's orders, Will didn't know that Girahim, like, tortured him for that information.
Yeah.
I don't think for a while. So that was, you know, kind of like you know, I think really harsh for Will to come to the conclusion of later on. But anyways, so yeah, it was, like, super intense. So Rio, you know, just going back to why I brought this up, is because, so it's like, you know, Rio thought he could trust Will, gave Will information about his dad, thinking that Will was his ally, that it wasn't all a setup. And while Will's intentions were innocent, Will had no idea it was going to result like this. It's just unfortunate that it did, and it had to be. But to Rio's perspective, he gave trust in somebody that ultimately led to the murder and torture of his father. And finding out that it was all just a ploy, just an act to get information out of him. No one who cares about the original initial motive, with innocent intent to bring down this barrier. It led to the torture and death to his father. And it was all just an act. It was all lies. So Rio already was so passionate against magic and the darkness sides of magic, such as demons, such as Girahim. It just pretty much sealed what little hope he had for magic. And so because Rio and Will are from different kingdoms, and so Rio kind of went up the, like, political spectrum for his country and became this really revered, like, kingdom, high in the kingdom status for like potion makings and weapon makings, and he became this really big villain, which became Master Will when Will was king and an adult, and Girahim was his right side, which is, it's so sad because it's not like a misunderstanding, but it's just like, again, it was like, we have this job to do, and I'm getting information from you to for the greater good. I'm not. There was no intention of murder or torture from Will, but it turned out that way, and it's like you can't also really blame Rio. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I could blame Rio. Like in Rio's position, that's terrible. Like I think I would fucking hate Will too.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah. So
you bring up a good point. How did Rio know that Girahim killed the sorcerer? Like, how did he know? Honestly, I don't really know.
I forgot.
We
No,
didn't.
there's definitely
I don't
a
remember.
thing. There's definitely a reason for sure. Because that was his whole motive, you know, like when he's, oh, I think he put two and two together. Like, I think he was like chill with Will and everything, and he was going up this political spectrum and everything like that too, you know, because he still is against magic, like just on his own, unrelated to Will. But then when he saw that Will became king and he recognized Girahim, he was like, I think he, you know, put two and two together. That
Yeah,
like
I think he
they
put two
know
and two
each
together
other and they
later
were
on. Like he
close.
didn't know
You know what I
originally.
mean?
He didn't know
Yeah.
originally.
No, yeah, this is like years down the line that Rio witnessed this. So like Rio was already like really high up in his country's status as like a potion maker and like a healer and also a weapon maker. You know, all the things you could do with like chemistry and shit. But and his country, like Euro, did eventually go against magic, and so they went to war with Will, and Rio, seeing Will and Girahim like as partners, it's like his whole world fell apart. Because what was a mystery of what happened to his father suddenly was no longer a mystery. It all clicked all of a sudden, and
Because
like,
of course
oh
he
my
told
fucking God.
Will like where to find the sorcerer, and it's like,
Oh,
why did he
it
ask
would be no one
that?
else.
And
Yeah, and
like
also
he
no one
was the
else
one who
knew except for
defeated
Will.
Girahim, but like he never saw the dead body. So he just put two and two together later.
Yeah, and so he saw all the loose ends in what happened in the scene that happened now, and everything just clicked and was like, oh my fucking God, like son of a bitch, you know what I mean? Like, wow, you know, kind of thing. You know, just absolutely felt betrayed and was essentially just, it's just sad because it is a gray area though. Like it's at the same time though, it's like you can't really say that Will specifically played the villain part, you know, because it's like it was under Gaia's orders. What Rio and his master was doing was very much harming the planet, and Gaia's balance of nature and all that stuff. And it needed to be done, but it was like, and of course, like Will doing the whole act thing was very innocent in comparison to what Gear would normally want to do alone. But it's also like Will's actions to get that information was innocent and was just playing along with what situation what tools they had in the situation given to them. You know, but it just ended in such a horrific result that, of course, it made this massive feud and animosity with Rio towards both of them, you know. So it's crazy and it's so cool. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really really neat.
Your mind, yeah. Yeah,
And like
super
there's
crazy.
some
So
really
yeah,
cool scenes of
all those puzzle
like
pieces fell together really nicely.
they eventually in our Master Will like role play, they capture Rio. And of course Will, he wants to make peace and he wants to make amends, and so there's some really like cool conversations that we have role played out of like Will coming and talking to Rio and trying to get him to like open up
Try to see his side and
yeah,
apologize.
to see his side,
Yeah.
to try to just reach an understanding. And it takes a really long time, but eventually they do reach an understanding, actually, after being mortal enemies.
And it was really cool because, and it's like they did kind of reach an understanding. And what really happens too, I mean, not to say I said that wrong, a really big factor which kind of reached this understanding was because Will would like try over and over and over and over and over again to reach and try to build any kind of even just like an understanding with Rio, just anything. Because obviously Will was bearing a lot of guilt for how everything unfolded. You know, it went from being like a very good, innocent plan to everything just went so violent and hostile and dark. And while Rio, even when during the years Rio didn't know, Will bared that burden so much, you know, and felt so guilty about it. So like, when the war ended and Will's kingdom won, which wasn't for a while. So like another thing too is, oh man, it's all coming back to me, like thinking about it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. So Rio's country ended up being anti-magic. Will, obviously as king, ended up being pro-magic. And so that started a war between those two kingdoms. Hello.
It was like blackness.
So, yes. Oh, weird. But, you know, so they were in a war, and Will, as a new king, yes, he had Kara by his side, but, like, Will didn't really know how to handle and has the like fist of a tyrant to really know how to work a war. And so Rio's kingdom was winning and Will's kingdom was failing. And it was in the middle of that war that Girahim showed up. So like when both of those countries were at war, Rio wasn't necessarily an ally or an enemy. It was just kind of like a neutral, like, I'm just doing as my country says. And Will is just doing that. There wasn't this, like,
it wasn't
turmoil
personal
between Will and Rio. It was just country versus country. Yeah, nothing personal. But the moment Girahim shows up and it becomes public that Will has this demon as a right-hand man, that is quote unquote a good demon, quote unquote, you know, because it's under Will's rule and everything. Which Rio obviously recognized Girahim, and that's when it did get personal. And that's when Rio was like, okay, fuck it, I don't even care about the war anymore. I just want to kill the king and that stupid demon, which made Rio a lot more powerful as an enemy because it had that personal connection all of a sudden. But also once Girahim arrived, because he is obviously this demonic tyrant, and also this is so far in the roleplay that I will just remind that this is barely Girahim anymore, writing wise. Yeah. Remember how I was saying
Oliver.
that, like, I know he missed me so bad, like he was legit freaking out when I was gone. But yeah, no, he was being a pain in the ass to my roommates. So sad. But it was, yeah. So much.
Yes, Gira was definitely turning into Zal at that point.
Yeah, Girahim for sure. Yeah, because it was like, this is very Gira, and yeah, there's like little bits like what, you know, we read with the song of the command song, like kind of little bits showing Zal and not so much Girahim. But this is like year 2, year 3 into the roleplay, and it's so not Girahim. So this is very Zal at this point. We just didn't know it yet. And so yeah, his character is a lot more serious, a lot more authoritative, a lot more a lot more Zal, a lot more commanding officer kind of character. Not so like makeup, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Zal / Girahim shows up, and the Will's side of the war starts turning to his benefit, of course, because now it has Zal / Girahim's advice and counsel, and obvious and like if which knows how to conquer shit very well. And like, sure, yeah, that's used with demons, you know, he may do using human forces.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, recognition, his whole color palette changed. I know, yeah, he just went blue and black and no more makeup. He suddenly has scales and dragon ears. He looks very different, but also similar enough, I guess. Because they do look similar, for sure. Like, I will never deny that. But anyways, yeah, so Girahim shows up and is just like, okay, Will, you don't know how to do this. He's like, I'm not gonna take over, but I'm going to advise you on everything, because obviously he can't. So, you know, it became very public very quickly that like Will had this new asset, I guess, which did spin up a little bit of turmoil in Will's city, because it's like, whoa, that's a fucking demon. But it's like, you know, they were so like, I guess, progressive in the ways of magic that it was like the population very split from like one half of it was very open to the idea of like, oh, maybe a demon can be good. It's under the rule of Will. And then there was another part of the population that was like, oh my god, our king is gone. He's being controlled by this demon and puppeted, and you know, and like, fuck it, this is fucked up, you know, etc. It was this whole thing. So it's like, while internal struggles started to form inside the kingdom, the war started turning in Will's benefit because of Girahim's council. So, which made Girahim a huge target, because I think Rio and his assets recognized this. Be like, whoa, we were winning, and then suddenly we're not, and I know why. And so yeah, they started targeting Girahim, and it made some of the best fucking scenes. Oh my god,
it was so good.
Oh, so good.
There just the attempts to do Will and Girahim in were just so cool. So cool. It
was really cool. Yeah, like there was this one time they like were able to lure Gira out and like trap him in this like magic, the super crazy magic circle. Because like while Rio is against magic, he also saw that in order to go against demon, you kind of need to use it. Unfortunately for him, so he scrounged up some really powerful sorcerers that were around, and they teamed up against him and like trapped him in this magic circle and pretty much wiped Girahim's like memory temporarily, and cast a spell to attack Will. So that was really cool. Another one was
so he was like totally didn't remember Will at all. So he's like totally 100% up for attacking him because he can't remember him because his memory's blocked. It was so cool. It was so cool.
Neat. And I remember one part of it, Will was like, yo, this is me. Like, you know, we have all this history together and shit. And he was like, you know, I was thinking about what you were saying. And if I really do know you, and I have turned this new leaf to be more good and work under you and not demise, I must save myself from you. So I'm actually going to kill you, even like I have more motive to kill you now, because I don't want to be that, you know, like I don't want to, you know, I guess become more of a good person kind of thing. And I don't want to side with humans. Humans are scum. Humans are parasites. And so it's like, even when Girahim did end up listening to Will with his memory block, like believing him that they did have this history, that Will did know him and vice versa, even he was just like, okay, I don't want that. Clearly something happened and that's not okay. Like it flipped, it turned on against Will and actually became more reason for Girahim to be violent against him. It was really cool. Another one was you know how in the game Skyward Sword, Girahim is revealed to be a sword spirit? So like Fi or Fi or whatever her name is, you know, he has a sword form that Demise wields, just as how Fi has a sword form that Link wields. So during one of the war battles, Will was wielding Girahim as a sword and was disarmed, and the sword was like fell into this huge ravine, and Will was cornered and separated from Gira. And just as how Fi can like come out of the sword and the sword still exist, Girahim kind of can, but it's like not, I don't know. I don't remember how exactly we did it, but it was like essentially the enemy got their hands on Girahim's sword form, which essentially resulted in like practically kidnapping Girahim. And so they tried to kill him and stuff, and it was like really, really fucking cool. That was such an amazing scene.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah,
and it was so cool.
It's
they like
so
gave him truth serum, but we decided that like he only speaks the truth. He can only speak the truth. That's like what we decided with Gira. And so he like that didn't
like,
do anything.
What the fuck is that
Yeah. So that was funny too. Well, it was so cool. Talk about torture. Gira was the one getting tortured now.
Oh my god, yeah, it was really cool to kind of flip it around and see how like difficult it was to actually try and like get him to like be in pain, which it like it wasn't working. Obviously for reasons, because you know he's a fucking freak and he's a demon, so you know. Nothing but the bad bitch truth. Seriously, right? Yeah. No, it was really cool, and especially because Girahim was just so much better of a character than because he wasn't Girahim. Because he was more like Zal, and he like practically wasn't even Girahim anymore. So
yeah.
I was a lot more comfortable writing him, and he was a lot more fun to write because he was becoming my own character. He was becoming Zal. So, man, those scenes were so fucking good.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and like, of course, we had improved as writers, and you could tell even just talking about it that we had improved as writers, because just what happened with Rio and all of how he became an enemy and how like solid of a motive and why, like it's such a good motive, you know, from both like political belief to on magic to personal, and how it led up to being so personal against Will and Girahim. You could tell we were better writers then versus like in the book. You know what I mean? We were a lot younger here, and then flash forward a couple of years later, we're coming up with crazy deep shit with so many different avenues and different layers involved. And of course, character development to the point where, again, there are characters, so of course they're written better too. So it was just, yeah, dude, Master Will shit is so good.
Yeah, Master Will.
You could tell we're much better.
Awesome. And so Will marries Kara, and
yeah,
he has three kids, and that was kind of a fun, like creating personalities for Will's three kids. Like the oldest one, Henry, is the hothead, and then the middle one, Edmund, is like very sweet, and then and then the youngest one, Abigail.
Was it Edmund that turned out to be? Oh, Abigail. Yeah, Edmund ended up being very similar to Will. Like,
yeah.
He kind of inherited most of Will's traits, which became very sad later on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so good, dude. And, you know, I think another reason why it was so good, the Master Will parts, because it was so deviated from any source material from Legend of Zelda or Illusion of Gaia, aside from, I guess, the world. You know, it was like our own original story at that point. I know I keep saying that, but I really can't, like, I really cannot, like, what's the word?
Stress enough.
I can't express better how, say enough how, like, how much the roleplay had evolved from being the silly crossover fanfic roleplay to like an original solid story that was pretty much had nothing to do with Gaia or Skyward Sword or even Girahim. It like wasn't even Girahim. Yeah, God. And so of course it was the best because it was ours. It wasn't us playing off of something that already existed and restricted to a character that wasn't ours, that was already created. It was like, oh God, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
I don't know.
Oh,
good
man.
shit. Good
yeah, it is. When will she ever read this? I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't
I
know.
miss role playing
I
so fucking bad.
personally, I personally, I don't know. I wouldn't mind,
No, it's chill. Don't worry.
like,
I
I
mean, like
don't
in
care
general,
about the
not
internet
not
knowing
specifically with anybody.
of our stuff now. Like since it's gonna be all rewritten anyway, I don't know how much is going to remain canon if
Yeah,
do it. I don't know. Maybe you want
yeah.
to like reserve some scenes not open to the internet,
Yeah,
but
well, yeah.
I don't
The
know.
thing is,
I wouldn't care
I
about posting
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
I don't know where though. Where the heck do you post shit? I know one thing at least. Oh my, sorry, I just had this idea.
Idea.
Oh my god, it's just so fucking cringy in so many places because it's so young. But no, that's fine. Because I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. And yeah, I'm kind of waking up a little bit, despite it being like, what was it, despite it being 1:30, almost 2 a.m. my time, in Indiana time zone.
Yeah,
Just like,
Tumblr.
no, it would be destroyed on Tumblr. Tumblr would destroy it. Plus, also, I think they end up hating us. Just have a feeling there's a lot of shit in it that's very mature, and a lot of people on Tumblr is not mature. Um, but yeah, well, I had the idea of like, what if we sent you copies, like specifically you, Rose, like, cause I have a couple extra books, and like, as far as all the extra shit, it's just a Google Drive away. Just let you have. Just forewarning though, there's a lot of fucked up shit in it though. Like, I'm serious. Like, there's a couple aspects that gets kind of in the Game of Thrones like Games of Thronesy berserk status kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like dark fucking shit. So beware of that. I do actually believe I made a chronological order with at least some of the stuff. Obviously the books are chronological, kind of. It's just funny too because all of this book is scrapped, like
Yeah,
all of
it's
it,
like an
and was
alternate.
replaced.
Just
Yeah,
since
yeah.
Will in that
And
book escapes in 3 days, and it's like, actually, let's, do it. Let's push it to 3 years. We by far have the least
yeah,
content in the dark world, or whatever that you want to call it,
yeah,
Girahim's
it's a
world. We
dark
have the
world.
least amount of content in that time, just because I don't know, everything's a little depressing, and so we didn't want. I mean,
Well,
we definitely like writing
yeah.
depressing, but we don't like writing depressing all the time. And also,
Well,
we
yeah,
were kind of
and on top of it, it
stuck,
was just like
honestly, with
sorry, go
like,
on.
how does Will escape? We like
Yeah.
kind of figured out maybe later, but I don't even remember what the reason is that we figured out. So,
I don't think we made a reason.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
Will
we
never
figured
got
it
out
out.
really.
He just got out
Which
somehow
yeah,
after
I guess
three
that'll be
years.
more of a yeah, that'll be more of a actual like real as like canon original as Piers Black answer, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll be Will, it'll be someone else. It'll be whoever is the I guess I don't
The
want to say replacement,
protagonist.
but you know what I mean.
The other
Yeah,
protagonist.
yeah, but it's
The
yeah,
counterpart.
those plays just because you're not because the thing is the reason why it can't be Will is because it's not you writing it.
Yeah.
It's like you are Will, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's like no, it's like that's the thing with like role playing, and like I think one of the things that makes role playing so beautiful is because obviously every person writes different characters and writes different personalities best versus other people that writes different personalities and other personalities best. You know, so it's like my best character personality that I can write for is going to be vastly different than your best character that you can write for, such as Zal slash Girahim and Will in your case. And it's like, so when I try to write Zal when I try to write Will or anyone else tries to write Will, no one can do it justice like you can because you know, a character that you write for is a part of you as a person. It's a part of your personality. You know, just directed and morphed and shifted in a way that, you know, has different beliefs and different ideals and different morals. But it's like, no one can write Will. So it can't be Will if it's not you writing it. So that's what I mean by, like, whoever it ends up being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I would ever want to replace Will. It's just, that's just
how it has to be, how it will end up being.
Yeah.
Which is totally fair and fine. But
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
but that's why, like, you know, authors. Oh wait, what's up? Sorry. Do you
No, I didn't.
I know it's really late. 7:30. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. Oh yeah, though. But like, yeah, we could totally send you 2 copies of the books, and then I could send you the doc for the fucking massive Google Doc that I have of all the Spurs Black content of the original OG shit, and you'll see what I mean by, like, if you're actually crazy enough to go actually into reading it all, you're gonna see what we mean by it's like really fucking over dramatic and really over cringy in the beginning, like you know, in this. And we develop as writers, and Girahim becomes less silly, over dramatic Girahim, and a lot more serious and fucking Zal, a lot more dark. And what's cool too is you'd actually kind of get to know Zal. You'd be the only fucking person on the planet that's not like a closely related friend and person of ours that would actually know Zal, or at least a form of him. You know what I mean? Because it's like an in-between stage. He still has a little bit of Girahim in him, which, you know, isn't completely going to be gone. I don't want to completely leave that, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll actually see how his character evolved from a funny fan OOC character to like an OC or an original character. Oh, yes, please. Oh, you know, actually, please make your reactions. So Google Doc has this wonderful thing where you can make comments. Dude, my favorite thing is whenever I share a roleplay with somebody is to read their comments, the reactions that they placed. Oh my god, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, and actually, so it's just funny because like half of the fun of role playing is like the other person reacting to your reply that you wrote. And like whenever we would role play, like the stuff in the parentheses, we'd always put in parentheses like our reaction, like, what?
Yeah,
dude,
like
this was sick. I did not expect that. Or like you write up a reply and you're like, wow, I was writing and he totally just, I didn't even think about that. But I was writing it and it just came out and it makes sense. It's so cool. So we did that like in parentheses in the Illusion of Gaia comic. We would always do that with like colored font whenever we, you know, so half of the fun of role playing and sharing role playing is like adding commentary. It's just so fun.
Yeah, commentary. Oh my god, it's so good. God, it's so good.
And like when
I'll have to look through my Google Doc.
When I was on my mission and we were doing it like through letter, like I would
fucking wild. Oh yeah, I can't get those to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I have scanned versions of like the first binder. They're almost all processed. But anyway, with the letters, I seriously took sticky notes and I like put my reaction on this torn sticky note onto the letter. And yeah. So that even when we were doing it in letters. We were still reacting to each other's like roleplay stuff. Well, me specifically to Alyssa's responses.
Yeah.
But so awesome. Anyway, man, there's still 3 viewers.
Good, man.
That is so crazy.
Is it Joey? Joe, are you still there? I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
boy.
Storm poster? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, no, fucking nuts, knuckin' futz. And what's cool too is you could fucking Discord me whenever, dude. Like, oh man, wow, I haven't opened up to anybody like legitimately with like not even current shit, but like old OG me and Hannah roleplay.
Yeah, well, and I think it's old enough now, you know, like
it's separate enough now.
We were very hesitant about sharing any of this on the internet. I was more so willing than Alyssa, I think, always, but I was still very like closed because, you know, you don't really want to have your fresh thing taken and then, you know, it's no longer yours and people just do whatever they want with it, interpret it the way that they want. And it's like, it was too new for us to do that.
Yeah.
And it was still a work in progress, but now it's like old. And like, we're not going to do anything more with it. And it's so deviated from what will be. It's more like a pilot episode of something like that you release after the fact, only with this one releasing before the fact, if we did release it.
Yeah, it's like a pilot. That's a good way of putting it, except it's like exceptionally old and outdated, and there's a shit ton of it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What the heck?
So, with how we worked it with the letters, it was a little painful, but we made it work. So it was kind of like a week by week process. Sometimes it would even get like delayed more a week than a week because of snail mail. But what we would do is we would like write a normal letter like, hey, blah, blah, blah. How's it going? This is what happened this week to me. Hope you're doing good. Also, roleplay. All right, transition. Yeah. And then we would like totally do this scene, which would be a continuation of like what she wrote in her last letter to me. And we would just kind of strategically like, we would just make the other character that we don't normally roleplay as, like, not talk as much. And then we would be like, parentheses, you can edit this, you know, or whatever he would say. And then, but we would just kind of do as much as what was in our head and then send it off. And then the next person would do the same. And then it was just back and forth. And Alyssa drew so many cute pictures. Yeah. It was so cute. Oh, it was my favorite.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. I would do little like cartoon doodles.
It was adorable.
The style I draw my character, my little avatar, it was like that, but Jarom and Will and stuff. It was so cute. Oh my god, I'm like looking through the Google Doc that I have like backed up everything, and so I did put everything in chronological order. It's just that I need to renumber a couple things because some things aren't. Google has rearranged things based on number. Like it's putting I'm tired first, and I'm like, that's not first.
That's like the last thing.
That's like the last thing.
That's like the second to last thing.
Yeah, so I need to move things around. But overall, everything is pretty. Things. It's so interesting. So you know how we've talked about over and over and over again how about like, you know, it's all just role play. It's just for fun, just shits and giggles. And it's like, so there's a lot of, you know, it's like the DB fucking Z. It's like the DBZ universe where there's like a million different alternative realities and things that are not canon versus canon. Like, here's this movie that's totally not canon, but we're going to do it anyways because it seems fun and I want to know what happens. You know, it's like that all the time with role play. You know, so like half the stuff is like didn't actually happen. Like there's this one where it's like it's of like Will and Kara's wedding, and Will becomes king and Kara becomes queen, but it's instead of a princess, which that doesn't like it happens, but like with Kirahim being involved doesn't happen. But we did it anyways because we thought it'd be cute and to role play. So we're like, oh, that'd be cute. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So, but like story wise, canonically, whatever canonically means in this, wouldn't happen because there's no way for Girahim to get there, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, it's just funny, and I've labeled things so that like so everything with a capital H next to it is hypothetical, where we did it just for fun, but it doesn't canonically happen. And then you'll see parts like what was it, part 9, where it's like 9A, 9B, 9C, where those are, the scene is so damn long. It needs multiple Google Docs. And um, oh my gosh. It's so
Hashtag
crazy.
Rio tormenting Girahim.
No, actually, that is the scene.
Yep.
It's the Potion Master scene, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts to it. So good.
That was so good. That was so fun. And it's so fun, the role reversal, you know? Like, I get to be the one, like, hey, and then Alyssa's character gets to be the one, like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, crap, a little bit. Oh, a little bit of, oh,
God.
crap.
Man, and that's the scene where when he breaks out, he goes full fucking Omni-Man mode. Oh, man, it's so good. Have you watched Invincible, Hannah?
No.
Have either of you guys watched Invincible? Like, I know, Rose, you've seen some of the memes, but like, have you watched it? Because it's so good. And like, no, you've seen the memes. Oh my God, you guys, you have to watch it. It's so good. It is so amazing. Honestly, a lot of the themes in one of the things that makes me love Invincible so much is a lot of the themes is very as pure as black vibes. Like very as pure as black vibes in a couple sections. Particularly between the relationship between Omni-Man and Mark, which is his son. And that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to give anything away because it's so good. But it's like Zal / Girahim is kind of the equivalent of Omni-Man as Mark is to Will, I would say. Oh my God, it's so good. You guys have to watch it. And like when you, Hannah especially, because obviously, Rose, you haven't read everything, but like Hannah especially, when you watch it, you'll see what I mean, where like there's some themes, but instead of in like a hyper fantasy like video game-esque world, it's like superheroes. It's a superhero version almost. It's really amazing.
What platform?
Think, Mark, yeah. It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
It's a Netflix original series. And there's only 8 episodes, and you can binge it in a day, and trust me, you will. It's like one of those things where you can't stop watching because it's so good, if that makes sense. And oh man, it's so good. And the level of violence becomes very Zal. And it's like just absolute brutal. Like doesn't even need tools or weapons, just with his hands kind of shit. It's so good. So like you'll see what I mean. And it's not like a specific character that's like that. It's like the whole fucking show is brutal like that. It's amazing. You have to watch Invincible. You have to watch it. It's like my new fucking favorite series, and I can't wait for the next season.
Dang.
So, and you'll see what I mean by the as pure as black parallels that I can't help but relate to it. It's so good.
I'll have to figure
like
out how to watch. Because I don't know if Jarom.
Yeah, no, it's only 8 episodes. Oh no, dude, no, it's so good. Please, Oh, it's so good. Okay, if you have to watch it alone, fine, but like you have to watch it though. Like
I'll
it's
try
so
to
good.
find the time between
Um,
streaming, and I'm working a lot of overtime right now.
Working, yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
you were
like
dragging your feet because
monies.
thought he was gonna be like Marvel's Spider comic. No, 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 no. No, it's very short. It's think of it as like if you notice with like a lot of like good Netflix shows or a lot of good shows in general these days where like there's no fillers, everything is plot based, everything is relevant, everything is like, it's quality over quantity. This is fucking quality over quantity. It's only 8 episodes but every single one of them is absolutely fantastic and necessary. It's so good. Yeah, no, if you guys
Nice.
can find the time, legit, you will not regret it. It was like
Sweet.
Danny, because like the show, obviously it's like superheroes, and it starts off with you getting comfortable thinking it's gonna be like any normal superhero cartoon. It's even in the superhero style. You're just like, oh, whatever. It's another superhero cartoon. Why is this so special? It's nothing special. It's just whatever. It's another one. But as you're watching, you're like, oh my god, it's not, and it's like so fucking good. It's amazing. It's like superheroes done right. Yeah, it's like its own animal. It's amazing.
Wow.
So, sorry, I can't help but sing his praises. It's amazing. But anyways, yeah, it's anyways, going back to As Pure as Black, I just can't help but like compare some bits or see some parallels in it, which is I think one of the reasons why I'm such a slut for it, because it does share some like themes and similarities in some ways.
Nice.
He wanted me to watch it, so I'll see it if he wants to. Yeah, dude. It's so good. So good. Like Danny is like, oh, I don't really like superheroes. I don't really like it. And everyone in the house is like, no, dude, like, have to watch it. And she finally watched it, and she was like, oh my god, you were fucking right. It's amazing. Yeah, you fucking know it.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, the bot.
The
Deleted
bot
everything. Why?
was like, no.
Foul language.
It was there for a second. And then it decided no.
Supposed to conflict with channel's moderation settings.
Wait,
Oh,
why did it delete everything? Oh no.
Man,
What
that
the
bot
heck?
is merciless.
That bot,
literally
man. It was
deleted you.
aggressive. Well, it was there. Now it's not, though, I guess. That's weird. Sorry. It's still displaying on... Well, because, yeah, it's still displaying on, like, the
Yeah,
stream
I can't delete
stream.
what's already on stream.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I guess it didn't like the word slut. I don't know.
Oops, sorry, that was my fault.
Right? She's quoting you.
I know, I'm sorry.
Jarom and I like
family-
to keep things
child-friendly
very
enough.
family friendly, so we made it
Oh
so that
man,
the
I am
chat.
not family friendly.
To be honest, in these videos, I am going to put in the comments like, please note.
Like, heads up, guys.
Please note this does
My friend
contain
is
language,
super derogatory.
strong language. I'm not even, because I was thinking about like, oh, maybe I'm gonna go back and like, bleep out everything. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to sit and listen to all of this over again. Like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, well, then on top of it, to have to like bleep all those out, that's gonna be so much work, and
That's too much.
And it's probably not really like much of a difference.
No.
Yeah. Excuse my derogatory friend. Oh my gosh, she's terrible. Just say that, and everybody will be like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. Oh, it's fine. I see.
If you have
It's
small
all her.
children, then just watch our other
don't
content
watch those.
instead of the
Watch
weird
other stuff.
old game that your children probably don't want to watch anyway. Too old. Too
Yeah,
old to
yeah.
gross to look at.
Yeah, I am not family friendly, and As Pure as Black is not family friendly for
No.
past book one.
No, it's not.
Not even counting As Corrupt as White. Not even counting this because it was all scrapped. I mean, like, what really happens. The not scrapped shit is the darkest in the fucking series. But yeah, it's like, so on my streams I've put like a little like 18 plus thing, so whenever somebody clicks it, it's like, this is for mature audiences. If you're a kid, don't be here, and if you are, be aware, kind of thing, because I don't want to, I don't know. It's, you know what I mean? I don't know. So just cuz yeah, I don't want like kids to walk into my stream and I'm just like fuck 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 fuck, kind of thing. um so I thought
That was
I thought,
really
yeah.
funny.
But yeah.
Oh boy.
But anyways, though, yeah, I'd be super down to actually ship you a couple books, because I have a couple extras, and they're just sitting in my living room, like in our bookshelf. They're not doing anything.
They're not reading
and then,
themselves.
Yeah, I would love to share the Google Doc. Yeah, and then that way you could read them, even the not AU, alternate. Yeah, I guess alternate universe. The hypothetical scenes that get scrapped and don't happen. And then I'll send you the Google Doc.
Oh,
but
sorry.
I need to go through it first, and I need to chronologically make everything. Again.
I'm so sorry. We don't have.
Yeah, so I need to edit some of the titles.
Yeah, we don't have. We make it so that links can't be posted because right now we don't have any moderators, so like there's nobody to like delete stuff for us, and B, because we are so like not known, like we're not affiliates or anything yet, we'll get a lot of like at least once per stream. If we don't have a like please don't post links, then there will be like some random like ad link thing that happens, and we don't like that. So we just decide, you know what, no links. And then, obviously most people are trustworthy, especially, like Rose, or, we know a couple names that we trust, but, links, who knows what's in them. So we just, safer to just not have links as an option. So sorry, but that is something that we decided.
Yeah. You're good. Well, anyways, it's like 11 o'clock. We should probably get off.
I know. It's too good. We just don't want to finish the last one. We hate to say goodbye.
Oh, I know.
So,
yeah.
And we have 5 viewers now for some reason.
Man.
Hello, 5 viewers.
That's wild. That is crazy.
End.
Well, yeah, right. Sorry, this is the end. It's late.
Well, it's funny. It's just the screen has said end for over an hour now. Just because we finished the game a while ago, and then we read, and then just we discussed. But yeah, so anyway, I really hope that everybody enjoyed the series, that the people who were really devoted to, popping in and seeing our streams of this content, that, you had a good time and you gleaned some interesting information from our ramblings. I will be posting these on YouTube, probably just not edited. They'll just probably be the VOD, like, here you go.
Yeah, right on.
And maybe I'll put something in the description if there's a picture or something like that that goes along with whatever content. But anyway, so you can expect to see those on YouTube within I would say a month or so. You can expect to see them. Okay. But so there you go. Thank you so much for your support, and we really enjoyed this.
You're awesome.
It was really, really cool.
Yeah, this was sick, and I'm so glad that you were able to catch at least some of it. So this was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, buddy, you're a good man. Yeah, man. All right, well, the good man.
Hit that subscribe.
All right, well,
bell for whatever.
Yes. Ring-a-ding. Yeah, right. Yeah, subscribe.
And I forgot to mention, the name of the channel is the name of this channel and the YouTube channel, they're the same name, Common Tenacity. So just type that in, spelled with Y, Common Tenacity, and it'll pop right up. So we have other, like, all of our stuff that we've streamed is on there too. So it's good stuff. Except for the Yoshi's Stories stream, like, that's not gonna be on there, because that was just me derping around. That wasn't, like, a full playthrough of anything. But anyway. So, oh, Oliver. He wants to cuddle.
Like, he pushes his face into my chest. Like, it's not even me holding him here. Like...
Aw, cute.
For all of me.
Alrighty, well...
Alrighties.
We must end.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank you.